Never.
Nah, never happened. But yeah, okay.
Anyway, welcome everybody to the final talk show of 2020 of the Three Little Blurs talk show. I am your boy, Be Nice or Else. We rocking with the
Bars.
homie ceexdawg in the building with the fresh bruz beanie on today. We got the homie Kenny with the new merch on today. And Will is going to be putting on a clinic on dope soccer jerseys all this week while he back in the city. Back in the 2-6. We here. Man, so
What's 2-6?
That's our penal code. Yeah, man, something crazy.
I want to know if it's still for something like zip code or some shit.
Yeah, something crazy about North Carolina cities. For some reason, somebody thought it'd be cool to rep your city by their penal code, and yeah, there's a bunch of cities that actually do that. Yeah.
See, we can't run around Detroit talk about this the 48206.
Nah, that's a whole zip code.
49024. Let's get it.
Yeah, that's a whole. You got the tray 4, you got the 2-6.
Better have stalkers galore.
Here,
writing down zip codes and stuff.
Here we keep it simple. We keep it simple. It's east side, west side, north end.
The 3
7 miles, 6 miles. We keep it simple. Just name the closest main street to you.
That's not as simple as just saying the 2-6. 2-6 is the whole city, baby.
Yeah, whole city.
2-6.
Ain't no city. Our city ain't like that.
Ain't no northeast, west, and Fayetteville, bro. It's either you stay on the Merc, you stay over off Bunts. You know that's it.
We got east side, west side, southwest. Southwest is Mexican town. That's where all the Spanish people be. And then that's pretty much it for real. Other than that, it's really about your streets. Like we got the number streets. That's like first, second, third. Number streets. They close to downtown, like Midtown area.
I know that's that's the same fucking in Kalamazoo.
Yep, that's Michigan for you. Everywhere you go, if you got a downtown in the Michigan city, it's gonna be a number street.
And let's do that really quick, man. This is gonna be kind of a culmination of the whole Three Little Blurs kind of beginning and process. Let's talk about where everybody's at. Obviously, y'all heard me and Will are from Fayetteville, but Will is not currently residing in Fayetteville. Will, where are you residing at right now?
Man, I'm not trying to put my whole location out, but I'm in the zoo. You know what I'm saying? We in the zoo in Michigan. You know what I'm saying?
He sound local as hell. The zoo. The zoo.
K-Zoo.
I'm from where Derek Jeter from.
Hey.
Look it up. You'll figure it out.
That's
lame ass city.
Oh.
Hey, chill out.
Kenny, where are you from?
I'm from Detroit.
Little Caesar Town.
Plain and simple. Pretty much, that's what it is. Motor City. Home of the Hellcat. I guarantee you, every corner you go to, you're gonna see them donut marks. If y'all ever hear my stream, y'all can hear them in the background. You can ask B, they can go off.
Well, for real.
No, but yeah, everybody loves muscle cars here, so you always gonna hear them.
Where are you calling home nowadays?
I'm right outside of Greensboro, North Carolina, so not too far from Fayetteville, like an hour up the road. Hour some change.
Ignore me. I'm about to spike my orange juice.
Go ahead. Yeah, I see your face.
You're at the party.
For real. So
no, would they be at the punch bowl?
At the punch bowl fighting.
You that uncle, Kenny? That uncle. Hold on, excuse me, y'all. I need to go run my car real quick.
Right.
Come back. He look a little bit more happier, and for some reason the punch bowl look a little different.
Look a little darker.
Smell a little different too. I'm that uncle as well, as you can see.
Hey, I ain't even the uncle, but I be the uncle I am.
Facts.
So we are, gentlemen, going to be covering a lot of dope things this evening. We're going to some of our top blerdy moments from the year, some of our favorite things. We'll also be recognizing some of our best content creators and cosplayers. But we're also going to be talking about, the
CB, me
process of 3LittleBlerds and kind of how 3LittleBlerds came to be. Like I said, I was telling Kenny and Will before we got started with the show. I feel like tell this story better than the three of us. Talk to.
Most definitely tell it better than me.
Kind of. He tells it better than me too. I can say that too.
C is the Morgan Freeman of our group. If y'all didn't know.
it is the boy. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be one.
3 nights.
Yo, what's up, Okabe? How you doing, fam?
Now we low key got to think of a character for everybody, an actor for everybody. What's good, Blue? So as everybody's kind of thinking about,
Jordan.
oh, here you go. See, kind of
spill my yak. We'll pick you
your rendition of the story.
Spill my yak.
about how we came to be and kind of our process, moving through.
Shoot, man. Let's see. We really didn't even start like doing the talk show until maybe like that was a couple months after we started up, like the Instagram and streaming seriously and getting the branded package that we got together. But yeah, we started everything up, started making everything concrete in May. But we had been talking about it like on the sidebar, the little unofficial places before we built the Discord and stuff. But yeah, we got the Discord set up and we put the Instagram together and we just kind of let everything just go from there. It's been good. Like, we got all these people popping up in the chat, people that we done linked up with, super closely with throughout the year. So it's been good, man. We missed the talk show last week, but that's really the only Sunday that we took off since we started. So yeah, it felt weird too, cause I
ain't gonna hold you. I felt so weird, bro.
It felt weird.
I was like, damn. I'm like, it's 5 o'clock. What the hell I'm about to do? I was still streaming. I'm like, I usually send the host over. Dang, I'm like, shit, fuck it. We playing South Park.
Yeah. And that was my bad too, cause I was out and about and we didn't get back till like 3:30, and I thought I was gonna lay down for like 30 minutes, but yeah, I woke up that because I had popped in here. What was that, like 5:36 when I had popped in here? But yeah, I mean, it's been good. It's been a good year.
It's
overall,
funny because
man.
last Sunday I did pop in Discord, like the studio, waiting. I was like, yeah, Chad, I don't think nobody showed up. Then I was like, wait, we ain't having the show.
Yeah, it felt so weird. It really felt weird. But for real, that's the first Sunday that we took off since we started up. I think we started the talk show first episode August, maybe like beginning August. But
something like that.
Yeah, we've been doing good. Be nice been talking about it all week on stream. Like we just been trying to be more consistent, staying out here on the waves, because previous years I had a lot of stuff. Yeah, I had a lot of stuff going on with like moving and trying to get married and stuff. So I had to I had to put the social media on the back burner a lot leading up to
everything, because I think you were moving into a house, you was getting married, you had like a whole list of everything going on.
I had just set a fire to my whole life.
Yeah, you got stuff going on now, so that's a whole process. But yeah, that process of trying to build something and changes in your personal life is tough. But we talked about it a little bit, when we did our little Game Awards co-stream. But it's been a good year overall. I want to pull up the Instagram again, but we don't need to go down that tangent again. But yeah, we trying to do more. We're gonna continue to do more. So only the beginning, for real.
Yeah.
Um,
Nowhere but up for real, honestly. And every week we steadily get a increase in something that we do. I feel like we level up every time we talk to each other and do something like eventful. So that's always a plus. I always love seeing the growth.
Yeah, the growth has
and
been
I think
legit.
since then, like since we started, like our growth, like as men and as Black men at that, has been exponentially better.
You know,
That's
I
crazy.
think about,
I'm just looking back and thinking about it.
Yeah, I know we're gonna talk about one of our like favorite episodes later on, but like it kind of ties into this. Like at one point, I remember there was an episode we talked about. All right, maybe it was like just in a Friday night fights or streaming or something early on, but we were talking about what do we think is like as a community, like what's the best part about us doing things for Black people together. And we talked a lot about just the fact that it gives us a chance to grow like collectively. Like obviously we're going to push each other individually because iron sharpens iron, but it gives us a chance to grow collectively as a group in our community and give us something to hold on to, give us something that's like, this is ours, we own this, we can hold on to this is what we fight for, this is what we enjoy, this is who we are. And you know, just looking back on it, it's been what you said, August is the first episode, so it's August, September, October, November, December. That's 5 months of just episodes, plus the 3 months before that of, you know, building the community on Discord, getting the people out of the group me, the transitions, all that stuff. Like, you know, it's been a ride, but there's been a like you said,
consistency,
a lot of growth and consistency has been, you know, and it's not only for us, it's for the community. Our community has grown because of it. Like everybody else is getting better, we're getting better because we're getting plugged in with guys like Blue Economy, Blue Satire, you know, Ace, Queese, you know, Queen, all of them. Like we got so many people now we're connected to. Like the community is growing because of the fact that we're doing it together. So it's a big bet, man. It's
yeah, that's fun, all you can ask for. Hold on, what you want? You better not be asking for no money.
No, I need some money though. Let me get $5.
And Will kind of
really, I got you, Will.
Kind of walked into like, you know, the next thing I kind of want to talk about, man. None of this, you know, the talk show has, you know, been phenomenal. You know, we, you know, did the first couple episodes with just me seeing Will. I mean, me seeing Kenny, and you know, then we added Will throughout that. But Will actually was a part of a great group of people that we had and special guests. So we did add, you know, when we first started the show, it was just us. And then we decided we wanted to, you know, feature some more of our more prominent members of our community and giving, you know, our community an opportunity to see the people that we interact with on a, you know, the week to week and a normal basis. So I just want to go through really quick and, you know, thank each one of them and kind of, you know, talk about them a little bit. But before I do that, shout out to C with the new talk show setup. As y'all can see, we have our characters that we just got done. So shout out to him for getting that set up too. So our first special guest actually was Will. So Will was the first special guest that we had.
I told y'all they was asking for money.
Him and his infamous orange juice.
The orange juice episode.
Bruh, dude, I'm so weak about this too.
Hey, I got orange juice now.
The perfect screenshot.
Look, full circle, baby, full circle.
Yeah,
I started this off and it goes back full circle.
Look crazy.
You
and
stupid.
Then we had Crazy the Great, which was at the time major. You know, we had just been like open a hot 5 minutes, and 8 had been in the community doing some pretty big things at the time, and so for him to you know, work with us was pretty big, and we that day was super trippy. We almost had 2 talk shows, one before and one after.
Bro, let me tell you, the Crazy 8 mixtape, bro, album. I don't even know what to call the project. This project, bro, anime slap, bro. And I listen to that One Piece jump every day.
So listen, I sent
that joy slap.
I'm gonna post this on my story. My number 1 song of 2020 was Motivation for Pain. That was the number 1 pain song on my Spotify this year, bro. Bro, that's my track, bro. But then we went you know, from somebody who was pretty big and somebody who was very big in our community, somebody who has kind of helped us along our way. Hey, thanks for the host, Wiz. Appreciate you, Brody. Appreciate you on that host.
It's Wizard Kelly, y'all.
So shout out, hey man, and look, we definitely gonna talk about negative in a second. But we go from Crazy 8 to Great to Blue Satire, the artist formerly known as Blue Satire, or like how I like to call him, Purple Satire. So be setting that purple ambiance in the room. And then that was also
that, like,
the first
Purple Rain.
Yeah, that was
Purple
let me
Rain.
see here. Yeah, that was 6 or 7.
Maybe
Hold on. Let's see, 1, 2, 3,
Oh, this the hat you was talking about.
yeah,
I
that
just
was
know the
7.
C's at.
I told you, bro. C's hat's fire. Then episode 8, we had blerd over, so it was just like, bro, we had that, bro. That was 8. We had some major hitters on 6, 7, and 8.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Then we go.
I feel like that. I feel like those wasn't even that long ago, bro. Like
it's been a minute since.
And when you think about it, that was episode 8.
Yes.
Bro, we on what, 19 now? That was a whole like 11 weeks ago. Okay, yeah. That should have been 19, so it's still 11 weeks ago. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, man.
11 weeks ago, I was still struggling, debating on if I wanted to stream still or not, because I was about to quit.
Man.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you where I was at. I don't even want.
Man.
Yeah, I can tell you where I was. Never mind. Then we went to the rookie.
You
season.
could, but we're not gonna talk about it.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about the rookie of the year and the Keith the Gamer.
Keith?
Keith the Gamer coming in with his vibrant energy. We definitely gonna speak. We're gonna talk about him a little bit more when we the KDR. That was also a member from their family who we've grown quite close with.
The appetizers are served.
Thank you. Then we went to episode 10. Y'all, at some point, I'm gonna shift the show over to the 3 brothers because I am at a get together and I'm going to be eating some seafood. Then we slide over to episode is it 10?
Hey, that was my line's name. 3 brothers. There was only 3 of us. Fun fact.
Hey, fun fact.
The Colbert episode, was that it?
10.
Yeah.
10.
I was like, man, he missed 9 by 1 episode.
I know, right?
1, bro. We talked about it.
And I actually
it's all good though.
Colbert was actually another quick true story. Colbert was the first person we actually reached out to for the talk show. I gave him, he actually got the whole calendar because I knew he was trying to like set up some other stuff with his streaming and stuff. He has a family. I wanted to give him the value, picking his time. And he was the first person to confirm for the talk show when we said we were going to do it. So shout out to him. I'm definitely going to clip this. Brother Colbert, you don't know how much you mean to this group up here, bro. You have helped us with so many different things, modding, streaming, just being there, giving us an opportunity to.
Let me tell y'all what. Colbert is the realest that I ever met, bro. He been solid since I was streaming on Mixer. Like, he was superstar mod for all that. When I say he's modded for damn near all the LSG, bro. That man there, no matter what anybody say, Colbert is the realest person I ever met, bro. He will help you. He will give you his last if he had to.
Got it.
I ain't gonna say, we ain't gonna ask for it, but like, he's truly like a genuine, like, good soul. Like, you can't find that in a lot of people. That's what a lot of the homies that we met, like, moving forward, like, everybody been so cool. Like, outside of my stream team, I ain't really mess with people like that, and y'all kind of changed that. So
yeah, and I mean, in the same breath, we also, and I'm gonna make sure you get a chance to speak on Colbert because I know they were super tight, but you can't mention Colbert without mentioning Blue again, because Blue, we learned a lot of things about Discord from Blue. Blue gave us opportunity. Blue was the first. We're going to be doing some big things in 2021, but Blue was gave us the first opportunity to do some marketing from Blue A Academy, this past year, and not only do that, but he trusted me specifically, ending up the marketing for that. So I appreciate him not only giving us a chance, but then believing in us as a media company to get the word out and making sure that his His first big program did well. So thank you to Blue, thank you to Colbert. We appreciate y'all for not only being supportive but also
hey,
helping
major
us.
shout
Really
out to Blue because me moving from Mixer to Twitch, boy, if it wasn't for
Yeah,
Blue,
but
y'all
he
would
helped
never
all
see
of us.
me again. I
He
promise
helped,
you.
yeah, he helped all of us. We all were on Mixer. We were all on Mixer. We all
I wouldn't have
I had just
seen none of y'all.
I
think you just started Mixer.
I had just started, bro. But I had like light streams was made for Mixer, so like my setup was beautiful. Like I had all my y'all remember I had my overlays. I had like little stream shit up, bro. Like I worked hard on that shit, bro. I remember spending hours working on my setup, and it had just got set up, and it was like boom, Facebook is taking Mixer, and I was like, what? I was the last one to come over, bro, because I was sick. I had literally just set up all of my stuff. I did not want to do that again.
Yeah, you really did. Like it was like the same week that you had set up everything.
Yeah, it might have been the same week he set up. They announced
next week,
and it was crazy because they didn't even announce it. Like
it was no warning.
It wasn't even like a normal announcement.
Yeah,
bro. They tweeted and said, "Yeah, Mixer won't be no more." And I was like, "Huh?"
And
I was
like,
low key, and April 22nd is the last day for Mixer. I was sick, bro.
It was like 30 days. It just like it was like 30 days. It's over type deal. Like it caught me off guard. And
I was like,
that was a crazy.
I was like, yeah, I'm never streaming again. And then Blue was like, man, just come to Twitch. I told you.
And he had been, but y'all know the crazy thing. I don't know if y'all remember this or not, but like Blue would be in our Mixer streams and be streaming on Twitch, and he would be telling us, "Hey man, y'all need to go ahead and just set y'all Twitch up and be ready." Like, bro, I'm not doing that Twitch when I literally doing that Twitch. I'm not, bro, because it was a lot, yo. It was a lot. I was managing social media and stuff at the Little Gym. I was working full time. Well, you know how hard I ran.
Yeah.
And then I would run just as hard if I wasn't working. So it was just like that. For me to take that time to like work and get all that stuff set up, and then have to just completely appreciate you, King. Appreciate you, Blue Okami. To have to then turn around and recreate that, man. I was the last one of us to stream, yo. The last, because I was like,
what game he watching?
He watching his
football Sunday.
Yeah, Eagles and
Eagles.
And then, and he watching just football in general. But yeah, man, let's go back. So Colbert was.
Oh, you came from Mixer too? See, that's crazy.
Yeah, go ahead and blaze.
Did we get a shout out for Did we get a shout out for Sid Nasty down there? Okay. So 11 was Major Linux. And so that was actually, do you want to take the time to talk about why you thought it was important that we major on?
Because my first year streaming, I got into the Extra Life thing, which we all did as a group this year. So that was another moment that we had. And yeah, Major Linux is pretty much like the go-to guy.
The face.
He really is doing things on a national level for Extra Life. So he is definitely like the leading the effort in North Carolina. And that's how I linked up with him when I moved up here in 2018. I just looked up the local group and got his name and stuff. But yeah, he doing a lot. Like he doing so much as far as his website and his Extra Life stream. I think for this year he might be coming up on 3K just for 2020. But yeah, he been doing his thing, man, and I'm glad he got a chance to come on. He came back on for the Blurs giving.
Yeah, that
and
was.
He
dope.
was saying that he was the one guy that would go to Arby's. That was one thing that I learned about him that day. That he
listen, I'm
Arby's,
just glad
I would definitely
he like Arby's.
Yeah, bro.
I might shoot him a gift card. I could, because that's the homie, man.
Yeah.
That's like big bro. Like,
that's one thing you can say to him that he'll appreciate, because there ain't nobody else taking the Arby's gift card.
And I told him straight up. I told him straight up on the sidebar, like I want him to like, coach me up on like everything, because like he working software, like computer science, kind of like the same field that I'm in, so he all the way in on that. And yeah, you saw like when he came on the show, we talked about all the tech. He was talking about his new tech that he got, and stuff. So definitely want him to come back on the show again.
He was talking about all types of stuff. I'm like, yeah, I did high school and 1 year of college computer science. You lost me after you said those numbers.
Yeah, I definitely want him to come do another talk with us, man. Or if we can jump on Tech Talk Thursdays, whatever. That's a good dude, though. Real good dude.
Yeah, great dude, great person. That was a good episode too. It was very chill. Got to know him. It was pretty smooth. Everybody we had on the show it's been great. I don't think any episode has been the same as another, so I can't really. Yeah. I know we're supposed to be talking about like our favorite ones, but all of them are. Because I think I missed the first one, but ever since then, bro, every episode has been lit to me. Like every experience, every person we done came across, just everything we done did and been through, like and talked about, like everything was just great. And every week I find something new to love about it. So, that's just me. But
asking what languages do I do? I'm guessing she asking because about the computer science. But I started off learning C++ and Java. Right now I do a lot of.
All I know is JavaScript and C++.
Yep. So JavaScript, HTML, ASP.NET. If you know anything about that, that's kind of what I do at work and stuff now. But that was supposed to be my sophomore year of college, and I said nah. It's one of those things. Like I think we talked about it a little bit when Major was on, but it's like cooking. Like you gotta follow a recipe and do the right thing.
I ain't gonna hold you. I probably would have stayed in it, but all my teachers were Indian and African. I had one Japanese teacher, and none of them spoke good English, and I was like, I'm not about to struggle because I'm already struggling trying to listen to you. Like, if I don't even know how to look it up, like it's about to be bad. I'm not about to. And I was like, yeah, we gonna go this psychology route.
And that's definitely something that I want to do more of. Like, I see Sis saying she do some like being able to like teach younger.
You're
folks.
A good one. You know more than me.
Yeah, being able to teach younger kids about programming. That's gonna be like a viable skill. Right now, it is already a viable skill, but I'm pretty sure we all know somebody that has asked, do we know somebody who knows how to build apps? Like, building an app is really not that hard. Like, you just gotta know a little bit of coding, and it's probably more business stuff that you gotta know nowadays than the actual coding. I remember
the first little app I designed. I remember it was like when like iPhone first came out. Like it was like iPhone 3G. Like y'all remember them bitches. Mm-hmm. So when I was in high school, it was like my junior or senior year, and we had to design an app for the iPhone. And I think we were using Java, or it was some other one. I can't remember what it is, but we made an app, and I made a dice app because I used to shoot dice all the time. So I was like, I'm about to make a dice app. So I made the dice app for iPhone, and I used to have that bitch on my iPhone and play it every day in school.
Yeah, man. And that's the thing.
Good times.
When you think about how it is now, where people like complain about new games and stuff that comes out, like we could have been living in a society where kids are building their own games as projects. But yeah, we sit back and we rely on these big budget studios to make all these games. When you see how good indie games are now, like those indie games usually come from like those school projects and like those little, kind of garage, put together where, it's just something great that just comes out of, something small. But
I usually call that the Apple technique.
Yeah. What else? Who else did we have on the show?
They was in the garage thugging. We had the High Heel Gamer.
Yep, High Heel Gamer came on. Major Linux.
She was dope.
We had Game & Ace. We talked about Game Ace. FTO came on. That was a fun
Nerd
one.
Talks popped in.
Blue Okami came on not too long ago, and they also put the playback on on Anchor to check that one out.
Mm-hmm.
And we did the
Blerd. I watched that.
We did the Blerd Giving after that. and that's when we were just all kicking it, just chopping it up about literally anything. I think we was talking about
anything. We talked about so much stuff.
we was talking about food in restaurants for like a solid 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
And I think that was most of the guests that we did, because then we kind of took it back to just trying to get back to winding down for the year, and that's kind of where we at now. So I know for this show today, we definitely wanted to, like we kind of already did, talk about the recap of the year just from 3LittleBlerds talk show standpoint, but definitely want to get into like these top categories of the year. Not really like a awards type thing, but kind of just everybody. We just go into the
things
categories.
We like that throughout the year.
Yeah, our opinions. Yeah.
Like we just go into the categories and we then just kind of talk about what it is.
Go from there
in those top categories. But last week we did do the quick little co-stream of the Game Awards. Had that going, and it was a good time. And we got the official like game award show. So yeah, we probably can just start there, like the top 5 games that you enjoyed this year, whether it's a new game or a game that you got deeper into this year. We don't really gotta limit it to release this year, because I know how it is. But
I'm gonna raise my hand because my list is the easiest.
Yeah, go right ahead.
I play
go ahead, bro.
Games.
FIFA.
So I'm gonna cut one off.
And MK.
I'm gonna cut Need for Speed off the list because it's my 6th game. So my top 5 games are the other 5 games that I
Need for Speed fun as hell, though.
So let's see. Number 5, we're gonna go with Gears of War 5. That was a game I played a lot this year that I was really into for a while. Number 4, I'm gonna go with Fortnite because Fortnite was a big one I was on for a while too. Then we got obviously we're gonna go with Halo at number 3.
I think I touched Fortnite once this year, and that was for Travis Scott concert.
Yep, and that was lit. They had. I'm gonna tell you, Fortnite did some real good collabs this year. I think, kind of like some of the things they did skins wise, some of the concerts and stuff they did through it, like especially for quarantine, like it was dope. But
they had a real good year. They had a real good year.
But then my 3rd game's Halo. My 2nd game would definitely be MK, and then everybody knows my 1st game's gonna be FIFA. So that's my top 5 for the year.
So how you feel about FIFA?
Wouldn't be right if it wasn't.
How you feel about FIFA and like how people saying people kind of mad now at EA what they doing, and they saying they just dropping the same game every year. How you feel about it? Because I know you probably play FIFA the most.
Hey, FIFA on the new gen is not FIFA.
So yeah, I'm gonna say
FIFA on this
really
system.
EA's problem is more like the putting out the same game thing is more like a Madden issue. Like FIFA's issue is always a bugs and like a glitches kind of thing. Like the first few months, like the game is super buggy or glitchy. Like goalies are doing things they shouldn't do. Players aren't making proper moves. So like that's a lot of what I think is the biggest issue in the FIFA game community. Like we're just upset with the amount of issues and technical difficulties that always happen with the startup and the
start of the game.
Yeah. So I mean, but I think they did a lot this year to shift some of the aspects of the career mode, which is great. Doing some more of the Volta, introducing that last season. So it's instead of doing the My Player career mode they did for the last 3 years before that, switching it up to now doing the freestyle style soccer. A lot of people have really appreciated the creativity of that, because that's just a dope idea.
That Volta, that futsal, that shit fun as hell.
It's fire, bro. It's fire,
bro.
So
I downloaded FIFA and I played that on the demo. I was like, this is the greatest mode they ever added.
Yeah,
because people been wanting FIFA Street for so long, bro.
Yeah,
I'll tell you, FIFA Street might have been one of the best street games that dropped. Like NBA Street was lit. Yeah. NFL Street was cold, but FIFA Street, that was a whole nother. That game was beyond lit. That was crazy.
I think the amount of creativity that happens in soccer is underestimated because you gotta think these guys are doing this with their feet. Like we aren't using hands. Like we aren't out here like picking up the ball and carrying it or throwing. Like we have to be coordinated with our feet. So there's a lot of
hand-eye coordination on 10, boy.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, when I used to play FIFA Street,
so
I was cold at FIFA Street. I ain't even gonna hold you up. Let that be backwards compatible. It's over. I'm on that bitch like it's new.
But yeah, I never really heard a lot of people complaining about FIFA, like you said, like the actual content is more so, just the bugs, and then most of the hate that I see it just kind of fall on Madden, because I know I haven't played Madden in forever.
Every year.
Madden ain't changed since 2015.
Yeah,
Madden hasn't changed since 2010. I don't even. It's been way before that. Madden has been the same for 10 years.
It changed. It changed since 2010 because I played it a while since then.
Man.
Like they added a bunch of stuff in Madden like between that time. But as soon as like 14 and 15 hit, like whenever they stopped making the college football, that's when Madden went downhill.
Whenever they put Payne Hillis started being on the cover, that's when Madden started going downhill.
I know you mentioned
Payne Hillis
on the cover.
Payne Hillis was what, 13?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you
see,
mentioned,
10 was nice. I remember I had 10. I think that was one with was that the Troy Polamalu and Fitzgerald, or was that 09? That might have been 09. 10 I think was 13. Drew Brees.
Nah, 13 was 13.
13 was
Megatron.
Not Megatron.
Yeah,
that was
Megatron
25.
I don't know.
Megatron was Madden 25. I think Madden 25 was down there 13. That was like 12. Some shit. Drew Brees was, I think, 10 or 11. But that's when it started going downhill. But I did like 10, honestly, because they let you use your headset and call your audibles and stuff. That shit was dope. I don't care what nobody say.
I used to love when they used to let you create your own plays in Madden. I have a whole.
My playbook was vicious.
Let's talk about some of those other games that you had brought up though, because I know I didn't really get to play a lot of Gears this year, but I know I did pick back up on Halo 5 playing. Mm-hmm. I know when we first went into quarantine, basically. I know we had those moments where people was just at home, like you remember early in the shutdown, everybody was at home. I swear we had it was like 1 week where we probably had like multiple 3-hour long sessions on Halo 5.
Bruh.
Yep.
Not I
played a lot of Halo.
Game and
we played this game. We played everything when the pandemic.
Y'all were on Halo and I was on Gears. That's exactly
me and the catalog. And if me and Will got tired of y'all, we just played for it. I would literally say something to Will, and Will say something. Be you ready? Ready. Bye, guys. See you guys later.
But with the Mortal Kombat, you did mention that, and that's definitely been Mortal Kombat 11.
That's probably. You know what? That's my most consistent game. I will say that.
I think
between that and Apex.
I think right now it's like one of the best. Like as far as the modern fighting games, it's like one of the best. Like they just won fighting game of the year for 2020, and that's over a bunch of games that have been out. But they did the Aftermath update happen this year, and the Ultimate update came this year too. So when you think about it, they had a busy year. Like stuff that we didn't even know about coming into 2020. They dropped us.
You think about it, because they dropped. You're right. They did drop the Aftermath. That was a whole nother story. Like that was extra. That was like an extra hour maybe and a half of just story. I haven't even played it yet, but I'm gonna play it one day on stream, maybe on Fight Night when I switch to Smash Brothers or something.
I did go through and do the Shang Tsung throne room in the crypt this year. I think that was probably like right around the time we started doing the fight nights. I went through and did like the entire like crypt, like getting all the severed heads. Like
that boy C was in the crypt like he was playing Mortal Kombat Mythology. Yeah, like it was an old game on this.
I know I stayed up till like 6 a.m. one time trying to get.
I think at one point in time, I think it was like you and Kohlberg on that, just in the crypt.
Yeah,
like yeah, did you go to such and such room?
We played it a lot in the beginning, and I used to be, we used to talk about it all the time. Yeah, because he was the one that told me how you get to the actual throne room, like Shang Tsung's throne room. You got to unlock that to get like a whole bunch of the victory poses and all the stuff for the base characters. You get like a whole bunch of stuff out of crypt if you do that. But you just gotta fatality people over and over. Yeah, that was a grind that I had to do. But it was worth it.
That crypt was overwhelming. Starting out, I was like, yeah, this ain't.
And they toned it down a lot from the beginning.
And I remember once upon a time,
I got 1 million. I got 1 million combat coins. I'm not.
I do too. Never touching them.
But you can spend that real fast in there if you go.
Oh,
if you
yeah,
start going in
yeah,
there,
you sure can
spend 1 million quick.
Yeah. Especially when you got to go to the throne room, bro. You shucking out a whole.
Oh yes, like 100.
I mean, yeah, because I just seen some shit like 100,000 coins, 200,000. I'm like, sheesh, I'm not about to go through all this. I use 2 characters.
I remember somebody.
None of my characters.
Somebody.
None of my people.
Somebody told me they would play the game if they had it, and so I bought it for them.
Who said that? You want the game? I got them.
I got them.
Okay.
Listen, bro, and I, like, you know what's crazy? Like that's the gamer mentality. Like your friends, like your family, if they tell you want to play a game and you want them to play with it, like, fuck it, I'll buy it for you.
Yeah, I get you a game in a second.
Right.
I was like, I don't got your game. He's like, I'm gonna get it for you. Don't worry.
Yeah,
literally, and I thought nothing of it. Like,
a second, if it's a homie and I know they're gonna play the game with me, yeah, you getting this game, nigga. I don't know what you thought.
You gonna enjoy it.
You know what's crazy in the same breath? It's not just it's all our community, bro. I literally was in the party 2 nights ago, talking about playing 2K, and Apex texts me, "Hey, you need to check your games." I'm like, "What?" Bro just bought me 2K.
Yeah, crazy, bro. We was at the party. He was like, "Yeah, check your games." I'm like, "Huh?"
What?
He was like, "Oh, he got me 2K." I'm like, "Yeah, that's a real nigga."
Right,
bro. Like, what? You know what I'm saying?
But that's I think we will all do it. Like, if we got it, that's just how we gonna do. Like,
yeah,
that's just us. Like, I feel
that just speaks to the bond. Like,
we didn't bought each other DLCs before. Like, yeah, I can't even play that. Oh, you ain't got the DLC. All right, I'm about to gift you the DLC. Or I'm about to gift you this part. Like, I think all of us have done that at some point in time. Like, it's just crazy. Yep. It ain't crazy, but like, it's just crazy looking back at it. Like the connections you built, the relationships with everybody. Like, I feel like I know like C and Blue and Kohlberg and everybody way longer than everybody else, but shoot, I feel like I knew B since the OG days. Like,
yeah, but like, you remember, that all of this really came from the gaming group.
Shanatic, what's up? My bad, B. I had to say it.
See, no, you good. We you know what I'm doing, so I'm out here in these streets. And shout out to Kohlberg for making me a mod. But like,
we gotta get Shanatic her usual shout out from when she pop in, just motivate her to stream, because she don't be streaming, so she need to stream. I can't. Okay, remember that.
She will be streaming. We're gonna name it and claim it. We appreciate that love.
It's in the atmosphere now.
We coming, Shanatic. We coming.
Y'all listen. Y'all gonna have to bear with us. We going through our maturation process, so if we don't get to y'all as quickly as we normally would do in our individual streams, it's just because, man, we lived what we talking about right now. Appreciate everybody for coming out here. So just really quickly, we were talking about just our connections as a community. We've all kind of gotten tighter together as a community throughout this this whole process of building 3LittleBlerds and meeting other fellow streamers. and I know we were going through our guests really quick. Did y'all finish that, or can I pick back up where we left off at?
No, we're on
Yeah,
top five now.
Yeah, we talking about the game.
We was doing the
but
top five
we
games.
still got to
Okay.
talk about the favorite show anyway. So we definitely coming back around
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah.
But did we just go through the left?
We just
Yeah, we went
did.
through the whole list, yeah.
Will's the only one who did his top 5, so you can
Yeah.
go
Okay.
ahead and do yours.
So are we doing top 5 anime? What are we doing right now? Just
Video games.
Game.
that we
Top 5
Video
games.
Okay. So obviously
I'm
I'll
playing
start
one
from
of
the
mine
top.
right now. I'm not even gonna hold you.
And y'all already know what number 1 game of the year was for me. Mortal Kombat.
Fortnite.
Absolutely not. Mortal Kombat was my number 1 game. It was the game I probably appreciate you, Sonic, played the most. The game I probably had the most fun playing. Man, some of the most legendary shit talk ever has happened in that game.
Take my love.
And
My
just like,
originated from that
yeah,
game.
bro. Yeah, I mean, we're not even gonna talk about
Man.
the
Shoot, I was just in the
ridiculous stuff
tournament. He didn't even say it the whole time. He
Right?
popped that up in the tournament.
That was nice. Man, the tournament, yo, and shout out to Negative KDR and Gaming Ace. Before we hop into talk a little bit, I want to give them their flowers because me and Ace, man, met over just fighting games. And he reached out and said, hey, we want to try to work on doing something for the fighting community, the Black fighting community. You like fighting games, I like fighting games. We got 2 different communities. Let's see what we can do. And just being able to work with another brother on doing a collaborative event was major. And then being able to infuse my favorite game in it made it even better. My number 2.
I honestly didn't think that we would like still be going like with the Fight Club and stuff, like Fight Night originally, now Fight Club, because it was just something we did just to stick around and hang together.
Right. And I did jump Fight Club. Yeah, I mean Friday Night Fights was that was the
OG. That was originated on Mixer. Y'all don't even know.
Bro, hey, listen, man.
The struggle of us starting out on MK, boy.
Yeah, yes, sir. It was ugly, bro. Yo, if we could ever go back and find any back from how we used to play based on how we playing now.
I can't even get that footage. The Mixer don't exist. I had the vibes too. I should have saved them.
Yeah, you're right.
Because I think even back then, Mortal Kombat wasn't even the main fighting game. I think Mortal Kombat came along like later, like after we all got it.
Yep. Because C had it
playing
first.
Some of Naruto, some of everything.
C actually convinced me to get it, and I got it. And I remember, like when I first got the game, like me and C were playing a lot, and I was playing a lot. And then, like I remember adding G on Xbox and being like, "Oh, I'm a game," and I went and played G. He drug off on me for a whole afternoon, bro. He put like 25. He put like 25 dubs on us on a party one evening.
Oh no, I wasn't in the party.
Yeah, bruh, that was ridiculous. Same Scorpion, same move.
I'm just talking
nothing about it, bro.
I was not in there. I would have left when he got 10.
We couldn't do nothing about it. He just doling out every and it was crazy because
and it was at that moment we was like, yeah, that's not happening again.
That's not happening no more, bro. It was like everybody's pride in one foul swoop just kind of clicked over. Like, yeah, we're not.
That's the thing. It wasn't one fight. It was 25 fights, bro.
Of just fade, of straight fade.
20
Glint.
That's
Glint, bro. It was over.
That was 50 rounds of pure Scorpion hell. Wait,
like Scorpion was burning fire. He was really
50 rounds of pure Scorpion.
Couldn't nobody do nothing about that, man, bro. Nobody. And we were playing good. Like I remember I had just like low key started messing with Combat League a little bit. I was like, okay, I can around this level, and just remembering how like useless I was playing against him. Like I used to flip. And they used to call it too, but like, yo, be done. Yep, I'm cutting my game off. Off. OFF.
B switched to 2K so fast, boy. Look, this how fast he switched to 2K. I'll be talking to y'all like we in the fight. Yeah, no. All you hear be like, I meant. Then his mic just cut off. You go to the party. He already loaded it to the game. It ain't even no hold up. It ain't even no wait, y'all. He don't even care if he made the party, bro. He don't even care if he made the lobby. He will quit, and everybody will sit there and it'll be like disconnecting. And we all just look like, wait, what happened? Like I be thinking my Xbox messed up. You go to the party, be nice, 2K, Fortnite, Halo.
that was also another reason me and Will play Fortnite, bro, because I would get tired of getting my ass whooped by G in Mortal Kombat.
I'm like, shit, playing Fortnite. He's like, I'm about to hop in the party, bro.
Like, all right.
Oh yeah, that was the early days, because eventually he stopped leaving the party. He'll stay in the party, but before he'll leave the party, leave the game, he'll leave everything that was about any combination of us together playing the game anywhere. He'll be like, I'm out.
It's funny because I admitted this.
I ain't never seen nobody dashboard so fast, boy.
I am what I am. I am a sore loser, bro. I don't want to lose at anything. I don't want to lose at breathing air. Like I don't like losing, and there was that I couldn't do nothing about it.
This fool said, "I don't want to lose at breathing air." Did y'all hear this?
Man, like,
yeah, I got more oxygen than you.
Bro,
I gotta give up life now. Like what?
That's how I felt playing against him, bro. He would just demoralize you, bro, and like do it, smile, do it with a baby in his hand. He got a whole baby be throttling throttling me.
Yo, real talk. G will sit there, feed the baby, burp her, and everything, and then still get a flawless.
Talk to his wife, iron his pants.
And then hit you with a 300 damage combo, like he ain't just walk away from the Xbox for 5 minutes.
Like, you won't even over here. Oh, I did the combo by muscle memory.
Like, bitch, shut up. Hey, that's the homie though, man. That's the homie. Gotta love it. Him and Pear, bro. Them two right there, they truly made me play Mortal Kombat.
Shout out to Pear.
Because before I was just playing it just to play.
All them holy fades Pear gave us. Shout out to Tony.
No mic.
We're gonna clip this just to send it to him, just so he can feel good.
I don't even understand it.
We shouted you out. We gave you good energy, but just know, fuck you. All right.
I'm just thinking about that. Pear literally been playing Mortal Kombat with us since it came out.
Right.
He may have only spoken once, and I missed that day.
Nice one.
I mean, we got a couple of them.
No, I ain't never been in none of them.
Your top 5, right, B?
Yeah, I'm getting ready. I'm gonna go ahead. All right. That was one.
We got sidetracked with MK. My bad.
Well, MK definitely has that ability.
All right, so y'all shut up. We got finished.
My number 2 was Street Fighter. Street Fighter, Streets of Rage. And
Street Fighter.
So
you get a PlayStation.
Yeah. No, I didn't. But I did dust out 4 periodically every now and again and play. But yeah, Streets of Rage gave me an opportunity to relive a lot of my childhood. Like my childhood gaming was very just for a lot of different reasons. And Streets of Rage was one of the games that I did play and enjoy. And so it was great to play this with C, to play this with Kenny, to play. And I told this story too. I played with Shaw. I played with a whole bunch of people that I don't normally play video games with. I played Streets of Rage with. So that was super cool. It gave me an opportunity to connect with, some different gamers that I don't play with normally. My number 3 was Halo. And it's crazy that Halo, I didn't play Halo for almost fucking a year almost. and the pandemic got us to dust it out, and not only dust it out, but like it is in regular rotation. Like I still play Halo once or twice, sometimes 3 times a week.
That motherfucking game isn't ready to install. I'm not touching that shit.
I don't like how Kenny leaned in to say that with everything he believed in. Did you? When we go back and look at the vlog, I want
it ain't even in ready to install. It's in Game Pass.
We go.
I bought Halo 5.
You're making a return.
You can ask C, bro. I had Halo. We played Halo and Black Ops 3.
He leaned in like that, like the chick from the meme. He said, "Huh." No, we're not playing that game, sir. We are not playing that game.
Boy,
I get this draw.
Bro, I tell you, I bought Halo 5. That was one of my first Xbox One games because I bought the Xbox One. I had Halo 5, Gears Ultimate, and Tomb Raider. Nigga, I played Halo for 2 days, and I was like, "Yep, we going back to GameStop. This shit is going back today." And I didn't download it again until it was on Game Pass, and y'all asked me, download Halo. It got downloaded, and I went 0-10. I was like, yeah, this about to be in the trash bin, bitch. Fucking
So you upset because you suck at the game. You mad at the game because you bad at it.
Hey, you can catch me on Gears, though.
Back to Gears, man.
We're coming back
to Gears.
Hey.
Just for you.
Literally next week. Know that.
Yeah.
More information coming out on that.
I ain't catch me on that Halo. And I ain't even trash at Halo for real. It's just irritating, bro. Like,
so you try.
That shit irritating, man. That shit just irritating. Like, I could take it. I could take an annoyance, but your team throwing grenades at you and shit. That shit hell, man. I ain't got time. Niggas sweat.
My 4 gonna catch y'all low key off guard. Like as far as like time spent in the game, I absolutely none. But like the memories from that game will never be forgotten. Red Dead Redemption. Because y'all know Watanabe Johnson. That story.
Hey, we gonna come back to that. We gonna give our homie Watanabe.
Come back to that.
We gonna give our homie Watanabe a shout out. I don't know who you are or where you are, but Watanabe Johnson. We need your half black, half Asian cowboy to pull up on us.
Cowboy. You know what I'm saying?
He was like, yeah, he half black, half Asian, got a bit of Native American in him. I was like, huh?
And he only sleep with Asian women.
This man had a whole backstory for his character.
He had the backstory, bro.
I really thought that
lived a life.
Knew this guy. Like I was like, oh, so this one of y'all homies. And I was like, if he gonna be playing I
thought it was one of y'all homies.
I'm like, if he gonna be playing Red Dead like this, I guess we gonna be back on the game more often. But turned out nobody knew he was.
Nope.
Nobody knew. This is the crazy part. We had a whole conversation like we was cool. We talked about Timbs. We talked about Jordans. We talked about people who wore Jordan boots. We talked about black forces and crazy people. We was talking about people. Wait, we talked about his girl. Like we knew her. Like he was like, yeah, my shorty, man, she be tweaking, man. We're like, yeah, man, you know, that's just how they be sometimes. I promise you, I thought somebody knew because we answered like, yeah, like, oh, you talking to us like somebody though. You know, like that's just what we thought. He left the party. Everybody was like, y'all know who that was.
No. In chat, I need to
thought that was y'all.
For you. I was streaming. We were playing Red Dead. I was streaming Red Dead. Dude was in my chat. He asked to jump in the. I seen somebody ask to jump in the game, but like he didn't do it immediately, and I forgot. Right. So somebody jumps in the party, and he just starts talking to us, bro. And man, that was crazy. So crazy. I think I uninstalled the game like next week, but
he popped in the motherfucking chat.
I downloaded the game that night. We were playing MK and played it for an hour with him, and then he dipped, and then I deleted the game right immediately after.
Yeah,
bro. He popped in the chat like a ninja in the tree, bro. I was like, God damn, he did use the shadow clone jutsu, the teleportation jutsu. He did hit us with everything under the sun. I'm like, where did he come from? And we couldn't even find him. I looked for him in our recently played players, like he wasn't there.
He's a
He was
ghost.
the man, the myth, the legend, Watanabe Johnson.
He will go down in lore. And number
half black, half Asian. With a ponytail.
My number 5 is Fortnite. So regardless how much shit I talk about this game, I had a lot of fun playing it when I was playing it. I got to play with my friends. For those of you who've been coming to the talk show, I am a social gamer. So anything where I can play with multiple people, I'm always super down for.
Unless he losing.
Yeah. My brother moved him again. I was super sick, so that was a game we could connect over and play and kind of bond and talk about life through. I met a lot of other different people, Param, and I actually started playing video games, Fortnite with Pear. And then, he eventually started playing fighting games with us. And Tony, Apex, met Apex through Tony playing Fortnite, Cav. And so, that was just a real good look for me. I enjoyed the culture it had in it. Hate the building, hate that 12-year-olds played and screamed in my ear, but, it was still a good game. So those are my 5.
Congratulations. We finally made it through Brandon's list, yeah.
And who?
I mean, it wasn't too many games to play this year, bro. Yeah, my top. I didn't even touch that bitch. I can do mine. Number 5. I played so many goddamn games. Hold on, we about to go to I deleted a lot. We about to go to the list. You just made the list. That was the last time I watched wrestling.
Bro, and that was like spot on too with the drop of it too, bro. So GG's on that. We might have to get you back watching wrestling again.
Man, I will. I just hate jumping in the middle of the story.
Don't let me convert y'all over to the dark side. Get y'all there. I'm gonna keep.
I already watched it. I got
I got the WWE network. I'm low key nervous. 7 o'clock, Colbert, and I'm starting up, and I'm not in there.
All right. For me, number 5, I would probably go with Dragon Ball Fighters this year. That's my number 5 for sure. Because before we actually put it into the fight club and fight night, I started playing a lot more. Like when I think Kid Goku dropped, and that's when I started getting back into it. And I kind of picked it back up because I love that game. That game was low key one of the best fighting games I played like last year actually. Like that. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I think we got it. Yeah, it's back on my end. But yeah, number 5, yeah, Dragon Ball Fighters. That's it for sure. Number 4, Sea of Thieves. Hands down. Okay, we're gonna scratch Sea of Thieves at number 4. And I'm gonna say Gears 4 because I didn't play a lot of Gears 5 this year, but I was still playing Gears 4 hella. Because it's different. It's just really different. But that's Gears 4 is probably my number 4 for sure. Number 3 is Hunt Showdown. I don't know if y'all know what Hunt Showdown is, but Hunt Showdown is a bounty hunter game. It's basically like you could do solo up to a squad of 3, and basically it's it ain't really it's a PVE, but it's also like it has the PvP elements because you get dropped into a map with multiple bounty hunters, and y'all have to hunt different monsters. You got zombies, like hellhounds, different stuff like that. But each crew you might have the same bounty as somebody else, or you might have a different one. It's usually like it might be like 2 or 3 different it's 2 monsters on each map, like each time you load in. So you get your clues, and basically what you have to do, you have to find the clues to reveal the location of the beast. Or you can just wait around and see if somebody else is fighting the beast, because a lot of times people just remember the spawn locations and you get straight to the you can go straight to the actual monsters themselves. And that kind of helps with some of the time. But then if you do that, you also get pushed a lot and set up. So it depends on like how you like to play. But that's for sure my number 3, because that's one of the best shooters I played in a long time. And it's made by Crytek, and I love Crytek. Like Crysis, that was just Crysis 3. Boy, when I tell you I put so much time on that on Xbox 360, that compound bow used to do numbers, boy. Let me tell you. But yeah, Hunt Showdown is number 3, and then they just added crossplay, so you can play with PlayStation people now, and they added the female characters. So it's a lot. It's a lot going on. They also added some new modes, so it's really a new game since I played it, because I've been playing it since early access. So that's a big change. Like I seen. Number 2, Mortal Kombat, because it's Mortal Kombat, and I put in a lot of work in Mortal Kombat, and I've seen myself grow a lot as a fighter in Mortal Kombat. I'm still trash though, but I can handle myself a little bit sometimes. I beat G once, so that's an accomplishment. I beat Pearl once too, so I feel accomplished. That's all I needed in my Mortal Kombat career. I'm good.
Hey, bro,
number 1 is Apex. If you ask anybody, I'm on Apex like damn near anytime I'm on the game. So Apex, that's number 1.
That's easy.
Yeah.
So Cyberpunk Apex, is not in your top 5.
Ooh.
I mean, I ain't finished beating it, but it's an honorable mention for sure, because I ain't finished it yet, and I ain't really put a lot of time in. I just got to like when you meet what's the dude Keanu Reeves character.
So that's the part that I'm on too. I'm on that part too. So I haven't finished the game.
The game is fire. It still has time. 2020 not over. It most definitely might take a spot on one of my top games.
The game if any spot just asked what was the biggest disappointment between Cyberpunk or Avengers. I would say that
that's not even. That's not even a question.
I would say it's Avengers, but I'm slightly biased. Because I just had I really didn't have a lot of faith in that Avengers game before it came out. We talked about that. We talked about that enough.
And it's good. And I will say Avengers wasn't bad. It just wasn't what
Cyberpunk.
It wasn't how they. It wasn't, but Cyberpunk. I like Cyberpunk a lot better.
The story is
because I like games. I like games like that, like Outer Worlds. Actually, shit, damn.
Yeah, so like
Outer Worlds came out this year. That might be on my list because Outer Worlds was fire.
That was last year. That was 2019.
Was it last year?
Yeah.
Oh dang, it was.
Outer Worlds was.
Yeah, that was last year.
It was up.
Never mind.
Game of the year.
The DLC for Outer Worlds came out this year. Nah, yeah. Outer Worlds, that was dope.
Cyberpunk is fun though. Like I got to
Cyberpunk
with Johnny Silverhand, and yeah, like if they would have just smoothed that game out of the bugs, we would have been talking about. Like, it's so much stuff in the game that we can't even talk about because we just talking about the bugs. And the thing is,
the bugs didn't really, they didn't bother me. I mean, I have a base Xbox, so, I mean, I'm sure my game didn't run like how everybody else's did, like who has like a Series X or a 1X or anything. But I didn't have too many problems. I haven't crashed yet. I still play the game like every night. But Cyberpunk, like as far as like everything that they have going on with the game, that shit's fun as hell, bro. I promise you, it's like I ain't played GTA in a while, but it feel like I'll be playing GTA sometimes, and that shit fun. Like,
yeah, it's like
half the times I don't even be doing the missions. I just be running around doing side shit, blowing up cars, throwing people out of their sports car. Like,
You're going the wrong way. I don't care.
Yeah, Cyberpunk is one of those games we're gonna have to look at.
Cyberpunk for sure. I say
Yes.
honorable mention only because I haven't beat the game yet, and I haven't really put the time into it like how I wanted to. But another honorable mention I would say is shit. That might have to go on the list. What was my number 5? What was number 4? Gears. I'm gonna take Gears 4. I'm gonna take Gears 4 off because everybody know I love Gears, and y'all can catch me on Gears any day. I won't play Gears for 3 months and I get on Gears like it's brand new. So Gears, that's just always gonna be on the list. But I'm gonna change number 4 and I'm gonna put Assassin's Creed Valhalla because that game is fucking amazing.
You did talk a lot about that, so that's a good one.
That shit's amazing. That shit's amazing. But yeah, number 1 is Apex. If y'all ever want to play Apex, just hit me up. 9 times out of 10, if I'm offline, I'm online.
I'm offline, I'm online.
And I can just blaze through mine real quick. Mine's super different from all of y'all. Because, I mean, I'm the only person out of us that really played PS4 like that. So I guess that's why mine's so different.
Yeah.
But if we're going to put them in order.
Ooh.
If we're gonna put them in order,
I played Fire Emblem this year too.
I based my list off of games that I actually played.
Fire Emblem number 5.
I know. C definitely about to say Ghost of Tsushima somewhere high up there.
I actually
Ghost
do got more
my
MK11 in my top 5 for 2020 because I mean they did a lot. They did a lot with the Aftermath and the Ultimate. They did a lot.
Yep.
So that would probably be my number 5, MK11. My number 4 gonna be that Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 remastered because that game.
Yeah, we did run that.
Shit was fire, bro.
Like,
we need to get a community day for that.
Like,
we most definitely get a community day for that. Run some Tony Hawk for sure.
When that game, I forget when that came out because I think that game came out the same day as Avengers. It was Tony Hawk, Avengers, and Spellbreak. I think they all dropped like the same day, and I played.
Yeah, I think they did
for a solid 2 weeks straight. Like
we couldn't see.
Tony Hawk was the only one I played. I beat Tony Hawk 1. I got to 2, and I didn't start it yet, but 1 was the only one I finished. Yeah, then my data got corrupted, and I was like, I'm not playing no more.
That's my number 4, and they did recognize it as the sports game of the year in most of the publications.
Yes, sir. Because that shit was fire, bro.
Number 3, I'm gonna put not Assassin's Creed, Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing, I still be playing Animal Crossing. Like they about to, they got the Christmas update. They got the snow on the map now. So
Animal Crossing is for sure number 6. Easy.
That was
only because I stopped playing it.
And you got so many honorable mentions, man. You don't got a number 6.
I got a handful of honorables that I'm gonna talk about too, but
I said 2 honorable mentions, boy.
Number 3, I put Animal Crossing. Number 2,
I for sure already had to.
Number 2, I'm gonna put that Miles Morales. That's Spider-Man Miles Morales. That story was legit. The cutscenes legit. They got the.
If I had a PlayStation, that probably would have been on my list. But I was at my sister's house and played yesterday, and that shit was fun.
That Miles Morales.
When did I go to her house and play?
Number 2.
Like, I can't remember.
I want to make it number 1, but yeah, like B said, that Ghost of Tsushima, hands down, the game that I picked up. I was happy when I bought it. I was happy when I was playing it the whole time through. There wasn't not one sliver of regret. Like, you know how sometimes you buy a game full price, you like, and you kind of question the decision.
You be like, damn, why I spent $60 on this shit?
And I even had that feeling for MK11. I even felt like a little bit salty because I bought the 99, the edition that came with the combat pack, and I was like a little bit like kind of salty with the microtransactions and the way they did the crypt, but the way they did Ghost of Tsushima, that game didn't have no microtransactions. They dropped the multiplayer that I want them to do more chapters for. That game, I know they had it's been like, I think PlayStation did their own top games of the year, and they keep talking about like one of the best in-game moments. Like that battle in the beginning of the game where they fighting the Mongols at the beach, like that was a top moment, and it just keep falling in second to
that reminded me of a Rise at the beginning when you was raiding with the Roman soldiers on that island. That's what that shit reminded me of.
But yeah, that's my top 5. My honorable mention is gonna be Last of Us Part 2, of course. Because I did play that game on stream. I played like the first maybe half of the game on stream, and it did win the official game of the year. So it was good for what it was. A lot of controversy, but it is what it is. My personal favorite,
And I feel like
Resident Evil.
The leaks really changed everybody's perspective on that. Like, I feel like nobody would have said too much or nothing or complained a lot, but the leaks just made people feel some type of way. It's like, man, we know what's about to happen. Like, that shit trash. Like, I'd rather have found out in the moment type shit. You feel me? Like,
yeah. But yeah, it is what it is. That was definitely a huge moment. Ori, Will of the Wisp.
Ori is fire
this year, and
you did do Will of the Wisp this year.
Ori.
That's crazy because you never played
the very first one, the Ori and the Blind Forest. I think that was like January. I was playing that for the first time all the way.
Yeah, because you told me right after my birthday.
Yep. So I played. I still got to finish Will of the Wisp. And I had fun with the Resident Evil.
Because you played Blind Forest before Will of the Wisp, didn't you?
Yeah. I had fun with the Resident Evil 3 remake, but I know like a lot of people didn't really like it as much as the RE2 remake, but I just like the art style, the RE engine itself. So I know they saying that the new Resident Evil is already leaked out for the village. They saying it's already some stuff leaked out. I'm like, bro, it's always
they didn't. I don't know if it's leaked out, but I know they had like somebody do like a portion of the game playthrough. Actually, Naomi Ahsoka played RE and they showed some of the gameplay.
But yeah,
so I didn't see no leak stuff.
It's like 2020 games because I also didn't get to play the flight sim. I know I would have had fun with that flight simulator, but I don't really got to run that flight sim. And the Half-Life Alex. I don't even know if any of us played that.
That's VR though, so I know I ain't played that.
Yeah, I believe Apex played it.
Yeah, that's one that I definitely like wanna. I want to get.
He did get that Oculus.
I want to get a VR headset eventually. I still got to figure out which one.
I'll work on the PC first.
Man, that VR is crazy though.
One step at a time. Shout out to Apex though. He talked about like things that were different from what so VR, Oculus, and all of that stuff. Always trying to give us a different view of gaming and blerdom. We may not have access to necessarily looked at. So is that everybody's top games?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So next thing we got is our top 5 anime this year. So we got started. Yeah. So with the anime, I think Kenny with the anime, I think I'm gonna just do like ones that I enjoyed. They didn't come out this year.
That's cool. Just whatever you watch this year, for real, honestly.
Yeah. Well, let's start with you then, bro.
Start with me. Black Clover, because Black Clover turned up. They had the Elf Invasion this year. That was dope.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Space Kingdom Art
because Wano started.
Did you see the image for Black Clover? The devil looks like as a human that they're going to be going against.
Bro, I already seen. I'm read the manga.
Okay, I'm just saying that.
I've seen all 3 of them.
I hate your guts. All right, next.
Bro, you already know it's 3 of them. They did it at the end of the canon stuff in Black Clover.
Yeah, I know.
But Black Clover, One Piece for sure, because Wano started, and it's been a roller coaster ever since then.
Right. Absolutely.
Shoot. This year. What else? Hey, Wisdom, I don't even know if you reading the manga, but Wano just turned up on this real quick. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going forward with my list though. And then what else? Ace of Diamond. That's another one. I don't even know if y'all know what Ace of Diamond is, but it's a
baseball anime.
Yeah, it's a baseball anime, but they
you tried
had a season this. I wasn't talking about you specifically. I'm just saying in general. But
okay.
It's a baseball anime, and that was pretty dope. Haikyuu, I read the manga. I don't really watch the anime for Haikyuu. I probably a start because I finished the manga. But Ace of Diamonds is the only sports one that I pay attention to right now. They had one of the best seasons was this year actually, because the main character finally got to the point that he was trying to get to, and now it's about him trying to keep that position type shit. So that was dope. What was that? 3? None of these are in order, by the way, because One Piece is my favorite series. So
yeah, I was about to say,
in order.
But anybody who knows you knows that.
Burn the Witch. Burn the Witch was fire. That's for all of those who don't know, Burn the Witch is from Kubo, the creator of Bleach, and is actually a series that's based in the same universe as Bleach. But instead of the Soul Society, which Soul Society was the Reapers in, like North or South or something? But Burn the Witch is like the East, I think East or West, I believe. Soul Society. So it's like it follows witches, and it's different. Like they have a whole different complete world that they worry about. They fight dragons and stuff, and not hollows and everything. And then my last one, sheesh. Man, that's the last one. I'm not. I don't know. Anime though. ReZero.
Yeah,
ReZero
was pretty
because they came back with this. I think the second season this year. Actually, yeah. So yeah, ReZero. That's probably my list. All right, honorable mention I'll say is Jujutsu Kaisen, but that's just because that series is fucking amazing. For anybody that doesn't read it, and if you don't read it, just watch it. I don't even care. Just watch it. It's great.
We're gonna slide over to Will because his list is gonna from somebody like me and Kenny's. Will, what was your top 5 movie or anime this year?
Well, I don't watch anime, so I can't answer the anime question. I'm probably gonna go with I don't know if I'd say movies, but I watch a lot of really good, like I binge watch a lot of good shows, obviously because of quarantine. So Queen's Gambit's on my list. I recently added that to my list as number 5. His Dark Materials on HBO Plus. That's one good show I really like. I've been watching a whole lot this year. What else? Man, I feel like that's what else? What else did I watch this year? I don't really know, man. I feel like I didn't watch a lot of stuff that was new. I just watched a lot of stuff that I always watched before. So like, maybe another movie that came out this year. I guess Mandalorian, the second season. Obviously, that was in my top 5 for this year. Because I mean that season was definitely fire. And if you haven't watched the last episode, definitely need to watch it, Kenny. Slacking.
You said what?
Yeah, if you haven't watched the last episode of The Mandalorian, you need to watch that.
I watched it.
Oh yeah, that's fire.
Yeah, I watched it. I was watching it when y'all sent the text and said that anybody watching it. I said no, and I turned it off.
Yeah, and then all my other shows, I mean, would probably be Superstore. I've been watching that. That show's hilarious. Yeah, that's a good one. And then I don't know if that's 5 shows or not.
Bro, you're the first person who talked about Superstore for real.
Bro, that show was hilarious, bro. Yeah, I watched that.
Hey,
I watched
You
it
know
with
what's a
brother.
good one? Cells at Work.
Yeah,
It's like anime Osmosis Jones.
that sounds like something I would have to probably be forced to watch.
And it just got approved to season 2.
Man. Yeah, I think that's my list.
Shit, fire.
My list isn't really that long. I watch a lot of soccer. And
That's a good list though, bro.
Yeah.
That's a good list.
I also need to watch The Boys on Amazon.
Yeah, I seen it.
Oh, I remember another show, Umbrella Academy.
I think so. Yeah.
The Umbrella
It was
Academy
like
is definitely in my
early.
top 5.
Oh wait, we doing? I thought. Oh yeah, because you don't really watch anime a lot. So
Yeah, but the Umbrella
list
Academy
is
is definitely on my top 5.
Umbrella Academy for sure up there, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
Man.
I forgot about that one. That season 2 was definitely good.
Yeah. Yeah, I stuck to anime because that's all I really watch. So. Fire. Every episode. Every episode was lit. Fuck you talking what they talking about, man.
My mic was on mute for the stream. But yeah, I did say
I just
Mandalorian season 2 for 2020 is definitely one. That was my bad. I was over here typing stuff. And I had muted my mic. But what else I put?
You good, bro?
Umbrella. I did put Umbrella Academy. Because Umbrella Academy was good, and I brought that up. I tried to bring it up and talk about it on the show some more. When I think that was like the first episode. Tried to talk about it, but I don't think B had watched it when we brought it up then.
Nah, he didn't even start it yet then.
So yeah, and these not really in no type of order. The Boys, because I didn't watch The Boys at all before.
Man, the new season of The Boys.
Yeah, I didn't watch The Boys
Man,
at all until this year.
They need to run that back.
Yeah, The Boys
start
was
it back
crazy.
up right now.
The Boys. I binge watched the whole thing, and watched the final episode when it aired. So that was a good watch. I don't know if y'all watched.
Didn't you finish The Wire?
So.
Or was that last year?
I really wouldn't put that at the top of the year, but that was, for my binge watches of the year. I had to go back and watch The Wire just to make sure I got that one done for the.
No, I was saying that it was your top. I was just trying to think it was that this year.
Yep, that was this year. It's been a long year. Mandalorian, Umbrella Academy,
you think about
Boys. So on Netflix, they dropped the joint. Ratchet it had like the lady from American Horror Story, Sarah Paulson. I don't know if y'all watched that one, but that joint was good. It was like a little murder mystery joint where this lady was like basically trying to get her brother was crazy and he went to the crazy hospital, so she was like plotting on the hospital. She like went to go work for them and stuff. It's a joint that dropped on Netflix. Most of everything that I rock with that came out as far as movies, it was on Netflix this year, and they had a couple shows. That was probably the best show that they dropped. And then number one is gonna be the Lovecraft Country. That show was crazy.
I need to watch that.
Yeah, that joint.
Every episode of that show is crazy, man. Like that. And that was one I wanted us to talk about it every week. I wanted to talk about the new episode.
We never watched it. Me and Brandon.
It was so hard to get folks to watch it, but that was probably like hands down 2020 number one show.
Yeah, that was probably one. Yeah, that was up there for sure. I love Lovecraft Country. I like Lovecraft's books. Not the actual Lovecraft Country book, but the author Lovecraft. He got a lot of what is it, Tales of Cthulhu or something like that. Like all those old horror books that used to be written. Like that's what Lovecraft Country mainly about. His stories just coming to life. But yeah, that was a good series. I just love like how it adapted everything compared to like now. Like, well, not now, but in that time period, like how everything mixed together and that show dope. Yeah, that's a good one to have on there for sure.
Nothing but good things about it. That's for sure.
Did you have like did you want to do like a non-anime show top 5?
If we talking about non-anime, I say Archer because it came back this year. Archer, one of my favorite shows on TV. Like I've been watching that since high school. Like Archer fire. Another one is I finally seen the last season that was released, so I'm gonna say Into the Badlands.
Oh, that was a good one.
I never finished the series because when I heard it was the last season, I was like, man, I'm gonna wait to watch it then because I ain't gonna have nothing else to watch. I'm gonna just my boy Sonny ain't gonna be popping back on TV no more. We're just gonna be here. So Into the Badlands, I finished that final season this year. Rick and Morty, because that's my shit. That show just dope. Mandalorian, and then Umbrella Academy.
Man, I forgot Rick and Morty did drop a new season this year too.
So yeah, that's probably that for me. But I do want to mention another one for anime, Vinland Saga. That was, let me tell you. And I had like I know it didn't come out this year, but I finished it this year because I was like I started watching like the first couple episodes and I was like, yeah, let me go read this manga. I went and read the manga. Then when I finally finished, I finished reading and like caught up in right before lockdown. Like literally, it was like March 3rd. And then I started watching the series. And that was one of the first shows I started this like to binge this year. And that shit was flames. I didn't even know. I knew the anime was dope because of the first episode, like the first couple I seen. When I finished and got like through it, I was like, boy, like, why didn't I watch this when it was coming on?
Gaming Professor.
But yeah, that's my 5 for non-anime.
Okay. Gaming Professor in the chat asks, is there any show or cartoon that you want to see come back 2021?
I mean, I'm waiting around for
you talking about that's canceled or
if it's canceled, that means
just
anything.
I mean, it's some shows that got canceled. No, because Archer got canceled and it's on season 8 now. Archer was canceled right after season 6. It wasn't even supposed to be another season, but it came back.
They
Umbrella Academy wasn't gonna see season 3, but it turned up. No, same network, FX.
I know.
But if I got a show that I would want to see come back, it's Sabrina because they canceled that, and Sabrina is actually pretty good. And I don't know why they canceled.
It's a Netflix joint that got canceled.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing.
But you know that Sabrina show is connected to Riverdale, and Riverdale was CW originally. Now I think it's Netflix. Netflix been making some moves. They took all the CW shows.
They don't be budging.
But they also
when they
canceled,
also
took The Office down.
Yeah, that's
yeah, they've been took The Office down because
no,
I think it's
end of the month.
Oh, I thought it was already down, but that's because it's gonna be on what's his name, Peacock. I think
I got Peacock though. I got all the streaming services.
Yeah, I got Peacock too. It was free with my cable service, so
lit.
So like, if you want to see The Office, that's the only way you can see
it. And then he asked, did anybody watch the new Animaniacs or the DuckTales reboot?
I watched DuckTales. It was dope. I haven't seen Animaniacs. DuckTales was dope. DuckTales kind of dope. I ain't even gonna hold you. Yeah, I wish they would redo Chippendale Rescue Rangers. If they do a remake of that, I'm
That
watching
Chippendale
that faithfully,
Rescue.
boy.
You see they're making a remake of the Buzz Lightyear joint though, right?
Yeah, well, that's a Pixar
Stalker
movie.
Man.
That's a Pixar movie. Is that what you're talking about?
That's
The
gonna be
Pixar
crazy.
movie?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they making, because I saw you had tweeted or you did a Facebook post about it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they making the Pixar
I don't even
movie
think I
about
will on Facebook.
the Buzz Lightyear that the toy and everything is based on. So that is I'm super
dope.
hyped.
That's gonna be dope.
When I first heard they was
You're supposed to follow like the actual Buzz Lightyear, not the toy Buzz.
Let's do it. Like, however you can stretch out
but
Toy Story.
Remember that cartoon, the Buzz Lightyear and Stalker Man?
That
show was so
lit. The post that you made had that. It was like, people who's confused about this never watched this show.
Never watched the show. Yeah. Buzz has a whole story.
Man,
nobody like.
What used to come on back then? We had the Buzz Lightyear, Stalker Man.
Sonic show,
I want to say it was Sonic Underground.
Kirby had a show right.
We had Sonic Underground. Kirby right back at you.
Mm-hmm.
The
Animaniacs was on.
No. When Buzz Lightyear was coming on, the Sonic X wasn't even around. It was the Sonic Underground with his brother and sister. It was that one when they was like the rock stars. Boy, man, that just took me back. But yeah, Buzz Lightyear Stalker Man was fire. Back when Disney used to have the movies every Friday.
So like that, like we was doing the Game Awards talk, but they dropped like the same time when y'all was talking about they was announcing all those Marvel shows. They announced like the Disney animated series on top of like those movies. So I think they said you know, the Lightyear is gonna be what they say 2022.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got the Pixar movie with Jamie Foxx that come out Christmas Day. So
I can't wait to see that.
That comes out Christmas Day. So we got that lined up. Then they got the other movie. I forget what it's called. Pixar movie come out next year. But yeah, they got the animated series on deck. Like they need to.
They got all the series on deck.
They need to turn up the heat with Disney Plus though, for real. Because we got the Mandalorian, but this year been kind of low key with what they was able to do. But
and really the only other thing they dropped was that Mulan movie, and Mulan was trash. So
I didn't enjoy it.
Mulan was cheeks, boy.
It was so bad.
I'm glad I didn't pay that little $30 for that premiere shit.
I did not enjoy it at all. I watched it when it came on Disney Plus. I think it was supposed to be on Disney Plus Christmas Day, but they ended up dropping it the other week. But I was like,
yeah, I just seen it magically. I was like, Mulan? I'm not about to pay for that. And I went to it. They said I had to pay, so I watched it. And I was highly disappointed.
And I was like, this is the worst movie I think I've ever seen in my. If you paid for it,
man, I'm not even gonna hold you. That's probably the worst live action movie of all the Disney movies so far, hands down.
Yeah, I have to agree.
So
I just didn't.
That shit was disrespectful. That shit was disrespectful to Mulan.
I just wasn't.
Nothing about it was good.
I ain't.
The damn dude wasn't even the same dude, like the right dude.
I wouldn't even have been upset. Honestly, I wouldn't have been upset at Mulan if they didn't change Mushu for a goddamn phoenix.
Bro. Phoenix. They could have just left him they could have left Mushu as a dragon. And
they didn't want the movie to be.
So you tell.
I guess they didn't
this what I don't understand though, bro. Like I understand they probably wanted to change it and give it a different flair, but if you did all this CGI for a phoenix, you could have did a CGI dragon. Mushu wasn't like a big dragon; like he was the size of the phoenix. Even smaller, he had wings.
Comedy. Like there was no
comedy.
We didn't get no.
Wanted a serious.
We didn't even get the cricket. I wanted the cricket too. We got the cricket scene wasn't even involving the cricket. It was a spider. She still got in trouble.
You didn't get a cricket. You got a dude named Cricket. They had a dude named Cricket in their battalion. That's what they tried to replace.
Oh,
yeah, I don't remember.
No, but it was a dude. It was a dude named Cricket.
Wasn't that the skinny dude? That Lady in the Tramp live action is the worst, and I didn't even watch that one, so I can't even.
I didn't even watch it, but
I didn't know there was a live action Lady in the Tramp.
You saying Lady in the Tramp is the worst,
original.
But I'm not even gonna hold you. That Mulan is disrespectful to everything.
Trash now, yeah.
I'm not even. I don't care. But like the whole cricket scene, like her getting the cricket was supposed to be luck for her finding love and shit. They took that all out. And the only reason she got in trouble was because she was trying to kill a spider. Like, Let's not even talk
they
about
could
it.
have made
Anyway.
it better. Like, it was cool. Like I'm okay with you having this hardcore action, but have the comedy, have some of the stuff that makes it a Disney movie in there. Don't try to make it all serious. Like I feel like they wanted it to be a completely different movie, but
It was a completely different movie because where
it
does
is
Witch
what
come
it
from?
is, man. I don't.
Yeah, where did
That
she
wasn't
come
in my
from?
top. That might be in my top. My top
Worst.
top movies that I did not.
That's my
enjoy.
top 5 disappointments of 2020. That's what we about to do next. Top 5 disappointments of 2020, nigga. Like
Number 1.
Mulan. Dylan. Because he doesn't spit hot fire.
He does not spit hot fire. But yeah, that movie was trash. I'm hoping this Wonder Woman is fire though, because I'm definitely ready to watch that.
Wonder Woman should be. It should be decent. Like I'm not gonna say it's gonna be amazing, but I don't think it's gonna be trash. Like I would be surprised if it's bad. Like
Last Wonder Woman was dope.
But you know, with that
and this was supposed to have Cheetah, so I'm expecting it to be pretty good.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
For sure.
Be watching it.
I'm watching it as soon as they say it's on HBO.
As soon as it drop, as soon as it come out, I'm watching it.
Soon as midnight hit, if it ain't on, I'm going to sleep and I'm waking up.
Going to sleep, waking up, watching it in the morning.
Yeah, so it's cool that they dropping the movies in digital format for us, but I don't know how long it's gonna last. So we'll see. We got a lot of speculation.
Mulan didn't need to have people dying in a blood fest. It just needed to be a better movie.
True.
So Gaming Professor said
Mulan was so bad. I went back to watch Lion King. That's how bad Mulan was.
Man, I didn't like Lion King either though, because Beyonce ruined it.
I'm straight on that. He said it was okay, but Disney can't have a warrior epic, but without having blood or people dying, it was a snooze fit.
Agree.
The original Mulan didn't have blood and people. I mean, people got off, but you ain't.
To change the vibe though. If you would have just left it funny and comedy, they wouldn't have needed it. But since they try to make it serious,
yeah, they changed everything.
It was just way too serious. Like I was like, come on now, like
it was serious for no reason. Like
put some jokes in here, have some lightheartedness, but they just took all of that.
I didn't even get the comic relief of the three amigo people.
They wasn't really
the fat one to talk.
They just had the
fat one, the short.
Yeah,
I mean they were in there, but they weren't in there. They were like the people she was hanging with, but she wasn't hanging with them like in the movie, like in the cartoon.
Yeah, it wasn't.
But they were there because they had the fat dude, the tall fat one that was kind of dumb and goofy. You had the little short one that talked slick, and then you had the other one that was just skinny and dumb. And then they changed like the general, or like the dude wasn't even the one that she fell in love with. It was the one that was bullying her.
Soldier. Yeah.
I don't know. You can't tell me Lady and Trump was worse than that. I don't know.
I have to see for myself.
Yeah,
I got to see Lady and the Tramp. Maybe that's what I got to do because I ain't like the original Lady and the Tramp. So I didn't want to watch the live action because I don't like the original one. But
I'm straight on
I check it out.
I'm really good.
I check it out
on the remake.
I'm only gonna check it out because you said it was worse than Mulan. I got to see this for myself because Mulan was straight buns, B.
Garbaggio.
It wasn't fun. It was just like I don't know.
I still think the best live action out of all the Disney movies was Beauty and the Beast. That shit was still fire.
That one was good. That was a good one.
The Jungle Book.
Aladdin wasn't that bad.
Jungle Book was good too. Aladdin wasn't bad, but I feel like Beauty and the Beast was just one of those. It was it was dope.
The Jungle Book was that heat.
Jungle Book was heat.
It was the same.
Jungle Book was heat.
It was the same
story. They made so many Jungle Book movies, man. I was
right. And
that's
what's
two live action movies back to back damn near.
That's what's surprising that it was still good because the one that they made, the recent one, the same story, but they just took advantage of the technology, the special effects to make everything a little bit more impactful. And I feel like that's all you gotta do. You don't gotta change the story up dramatically to make it a good live action. Like when we go into these movies, we not coming to see a brand new retelling. We coming to see the movie that we remember, that we love, but done better with the technology. But they be taking a lot of liberties on these movies. It's like, come on, if it ain't broke,
Adding in
don't
extra
fix
songs,
it.
adding in extra roles.
The Aladdin was good, but I feel like they tried to do more,
Too much.
but it still turned out good just because I think just the strength of Will Smith, and
Yeah.
they did a good job with the casting, so it kind of worked, even though they added new songs and technically added a new little bit of the storyline with Princess Jasmine being the new Sultan. It was still straight, but it wasn't like they
He said
changed up
he like Jungle Book
critical
over Beauty and
characters
Beast
and
because
stuff
of
like
the
that.
bell. That's funny. Not. I will say like one of the ones that I didn't like because of the changes was Lion King.
Yeah.
Because I didn't like how they portrayed like the hyenas and Scar. Like I don't know where the hell this hyena queen came from. They had a whole extra character added in. Like it was Lion King 1.34.
Like this is the updated version. Like, oh, okay, thanks.
Yeah.
We didn't ask for an updated.
It wasn't just those 3 hyenas. They had the whole queen that they was answering to.
Yeah,
but
it was weak. Like it just some of these remakes, it's just like we don't need them. They just making them just to make them.
But I also feel like if I'm looking at it without knowing the originals or being like having the nostalgia of the originals, they weren't horrible movies. Because it's like,
except for Mulan.
I mean, it wasn't like they were just.
Mulan was horrible.
I mean, Mulan. I mean, it was horrible in my eyes, yeah. But I think for people or like a generation of kids that never seen the original Mulan or really like look at it that way, it wasn't trash. It was trash to us because we know what we were looking for and we know what they changed. So like, but like my little cousin, she only 6 and she seen Mulan. She thought it was fire. Like she was like, "Oh, this movie's like happy," and I'm like, "This shit ass like shit. What you talking about?" Like, but then I showed her like the animated one, and she lost her mind. Like the other one didn't even exist. So like, I think it just depends like how you looking at it.
Yeah.
My bad, Hellcats. But yeah, like I was saying, I think it depends on like who was watching it and what we expected. Because us, like we are pretty much in just about the same generation of growing up and watching those type of movies and stuff. So when we hear like, oh, they about to make a live action, then we see the live action and they change so much from what we originally like loved about the movie. Like Mulan, like the main parts of Mulan, like all like Mushu and the 3 friends, like and even Mulan herself, like everybody loved that. Like it kind of it took a it didn't take away from the seriousness of the movie because you still kind of understood like they were being invaded, they were going to war, like you knew what was going on, but at the same time they had that relief in there that kind of didn't keep you in that serious state of being. And when you take a lot of that stuff out and try to make the movie how it is now, like it's too serious, like that shit, like it changes the whole dynamic of everything. Even when you're even if they added some comic relief into it, like they changed the movie so drastically, we're not even gonna think about like, oh well, that part was pretty decent in the movie. No, fuck that movie, bro. Like they took out Mushu, they took out the I don't even like the cricket, but they took out the cricket. When you think about that, cricket helped Mulan in the actual war because he's the one who sparked the fireworks.
The firework, yeah.
Like they took out so much of the movie, like, and that's the main reason. Like I'm really upset with it. Like it's trash, of course. I'm upset because it's trash, but they changed the complete movie. It ain't even like y'all just. It was a new movie. Y'all had the same premise, but a new movie.
Yeah.
So what do y'all say was y'all best movie? We didn't really talk about movies yet, right? Top movie.
I watched so many movies, bro. I don't even know if I could do a top movie list.
For the first time this year should be Should be okay.
That came out this year. Shit, what did come out this year?
I feel like so much stuff got pushed because that was supposed to come out this year.
I seen no, that wasn't even this year. That was last year.
What movie did I watch this year? I was so ready to watch that 007 movie that didn't even come out.
Bro, I was so ready for that 007, man. I was like, yes, we about to get 007. It's about to come back. And then we ain't getting no damn 007. Tenet, that was a good movie. I can't say I seen that. That was a great movie.
I haven't seen that one either.
That was good. That was a good movie. I can't say that. You are correct. You are gaming professor. You on one. You know something. That was a good movie. I like what's the Will Smith joint? Gemini.
Did that come out this year? I think it actually came out last year.
Did it come? I seen it this year, so I couldn't even tell you.
It came out October.
When Gemini come out?
Nah,
it
Gemini
did.
Came out.
Okay.
Yeah, it came out last year.
Well, I just seen it this year, so because it was on Hulu, so that's how I seen it. But I'm gonna say Gemini because I ain't watched a lot of movies this year, man.
Yeah.
It didn't a lot. It's not
what
a lot
else?
of movies that came out.
It was some Netflix movie. What was that Netflix?
That one movie with Jamie Foxx. I love the premise, but I didn't like Jamie Foxx's acting.
The one with the superpowers, like with the pills.
Yeah,
that was decent. The shorty, she was the best one in the movie.
Yeah,
she was like her acting was top tier for real.
Yeah,
Bad Boys for Life. I seen that at PAX South
with
the LSG family. That was the only movie this year I seen in theaters, and that movie was fucking hilarious.
It's on Stars. It's on Stars now too because it popped up.
I got the DVD. Today. I got the Blu-ray actually or DVD. One of them. I got it.
Yeah, that movie was good.
But yeah, I seen that one.
Damn, and then that movie like came out forever ago. This year has been
That came out
in January, beginning of the year.
When did it? Yeah, January.
The very first week of January, I think, or second week, maybe.
Yep. Because I think it was like the third day when I think it was like the third day of release when we went to PAX. Or when we were at PAX, that was the first movie. Like all the LSG was there. Like, well, not all, but like the ones that were at PAX. Like we had that theater jumping for real, and it had a bar in there. Yeah, we was in that theater lit. The last movie. Me and my pops watched the movie. I'm trying to think of the name of it. It's a Netflix movie. But yeah, when I find out the name, I'm gonna say it. But
Action. Guard.
Ogard. The Ogard. That's what it was. That was pretty good. Yeah, that was a pretty good movie. So yeah, that's it for me. Yeah. That's all I could think of. Like I said, I ain't watched too many movies. Movies ain't been on my mind. And then when I go to the drive-in, it's all old movies. They ain't even had no new releases there. So yeah. I think the newest movie that they had there was probably Tenet. For real. That was the newest movie they had there. Yeah, dang. Yeah. This year just been all over the place. Wasn't like a movie time, but I watch movies all the time. So like if I could just name movies, but this year, that's probably it for this year for real. I've been watching a lot of shows and things I can pass time with because that's really was the main thing for me this year itself was trying to pass time and keep focus on stuff.
Freaking quarantine, man. That's all you really could do. Just find ways to try to not be bored.
I was supposed to be in Japan right now.
Dang.
I remember because last September I put I paid half of it and I was paying and they sent me a refund. I was like, the fuck they sent me a refund for? I'm going on this goddamn trip. And they was like, no overseas travel and all that others. I'm like,
Especially not Japan.
yes.
Can't go out there.
Yeah.
What
Can't
about
go
you,
nowhere,
Will?
bro.
Man, shoot. Honestly, that Bad Boys is definitely on my list because I mean, that was one of the few ones that actually came out in time to catch before, all the shutdown and stuff happened. But I mean, a lot of the stuff that I watched would probably be like the Netflix movies and things like that. I think there was one on there that I watched, like, I don't know if it was a movie, maybe it was a TV show. Nah, I think it was a movie. It was about dang, like these five like different like five like I don't know, they're assassins or soldiers or something, but they had to like take down this dude who had like a I don't even know the name of the movie, but it was on Netflix. Like I just been watching nothing but movies on Netflix because we ain't had nothing come out in theaters. I was looking forward to that 007 movie, then couldn't watch that. So
Man.
yeah, Old Guard, I watched
Because
that. That
Spectre
was a
was
good one.
fire. I was ready. I was ready for that new
Yeah, Spectre
007. I'm
was
like,
so
oh, this
fire.
about to be
I
lit.
watched that. I watched that sometimes just cause. I watched the
Heck
007
yeah.
movie just cause.
Spectre and
But
Skyfall, I'll watch those back to back. Like
yeah,
they do.
Oh yeah, yeah. But I watched that. That was a good one. Or not the 007, but the Bad Boys, the Old Guard that they had on Netflix. I watched that. That was good. Um, man,
Oh, it's another movie they
really
canceled
know.
this year too that I was looking forward to. The Kingsman.
Oh
The
yeah, that new
Kingsman.
one. Yeah.
It's supposed to be the prequel to Kingsman.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I'm
That was a
sick
good
they
one.
canceled that because Kingsman fire. That's a good series to me.
Oh, I don't know if that came out this year or not, but what El Camino, the Breaking Bad movie, I watched that
Did it
last
come?
year.
That was last year.
Dang.
That was
It
last year.
was like July.
Yeah, that was like last
Okay,
summer.
man.
I remember.
I feel like I just like there's nothing out this year to watch, like no movies to watch, unless they were
The
like
way this year has been,
Hulu
I'm thinking of
originals,
stuff,
Disney originals.
but it was surely last year. Like,
Yeah, because I
but
was
I'm
watching
thinking
them
of
this
it like
year.
the year was just, it wasn't at this year wasn't as impactful. So I'm thinking of everything, and it just take me back to last year. Like,
Basically, because I mean, I feel like I spent a lot of time watching stuff that I had put off from not watching last year to this year because I had nothing but time to watch it.
yeah. And it was like I was running out of stuff to watch, so I'm like, I guess I got time to watch
Guess
this
I got
now.
time to watch this now. Yeah, facts.
But yeah, the El Camino. That was last year for sure.
Well, then I'm gonna go with the ones I said because that's about the only ones I can think of off the top of my head, really.
I know.
Yeah, I can't really think of too many
The
movies.
well is dry.
Movies is
Yeah, it's been a tough year on the movie tip.
yeah. That's why when I said movies, I was like, yeah, I got a few I can name, but I don't know.
And 1, 2, 3, 4 of my movies dropped on Netflix.
Oh, Antebellum was good. Antebellum.
I was
don't know.
excited for
The one with
that
Janelle
one, but
Monáe.
I didn't watch it. Yeah, I've been hearing mixed reviews about it. I still gotta watch it one day, but
It was good.
Just
I feel like
Mercy.
all those movies gonna have mixed reviews, like Us and Get Out. So it's like you got to watch it and interpret it yourself. But it was a good movie.
Man,
Just
that
Mercy
Extraction on
came
Netflix
out
was
in
good.
January. I don't know if y'all saw Just Mercy.
Yeah.
That joint came
I
out
seen
in
Just
January.
Mercy.
That was
oh dang, that came. I thought it came out last year.
That was January 2020. It's crazy.
Just Mercy. I actually only seen it because when it came out, I thought it came out last year, but in February for Black History Month, it was free in the Xbox store, and I downloaded it.
Yep, they did do a little free promotion for Black History Month for that, and it was a good movie. It was good.
Yeah, it was
Confidential. Solid. That was a good one. I watched that shit.
Jingle.
Shit with,
somebody told me that was good. Another person told me I'm gonna check it out.
Talk about Mr. Confidential.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit with Mark Wahlberg. It was a good one.
Oh, did that come out this year?
Yep.
Yeah, that did. That was the one where I think that the one where he got out of prison or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, somebody told me that was good. I'm gonna check that out. I rock with Mark Wahlberg for real.
Did y'all watch the Jingle Jangle?
Nope, it's on my list to watch this week though.
It's solid.
I've already got it saved.
It's solid. Good Christmas movie. The Old Guard, we talked about that. The Old Guard was dope.
Yep.
Did y'all watch the Lovebirds with Issa Rae? That movie was
yeah.
The
I
one
seen
where
that.
was that the one where they? No, I might be thinking about where they thought that somebody murdered somebody.
Yeah.
And they were
Issa Rae
I
and
watched that.
I forget the Indian dude name.
I don't remember the dude's name. Yeah.
Hunal, something like that.
That
But
was a
yeah,
good one.
they like witnessed a murder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that joint was funny. It was a Netflix joint. And then the 5 Bloods.
I was thinking about 6 Underground.
5 Bloods
I was
was
thinking about, but
good.
that came out
The
last
5 Bloods, the male. Yeah, the 5 Bloods. I think that was my most
5 Bloods was
most
good.
enjoyed movie of the year because that was just like a movie.
I actually
feel like
forgot about 5 Bloods. Yeah, that was dope.
it touched on a lot with
Everything.
that. You know, those Vietnam vets, like, and then they like
Yeah,
even
that was a
showed,
good movie. Eye opening for sure.
They even showed some of the footage from like when the villages was getting burned up back then, and then it was super relevant because it was like, it's talking about the issues with the civil rights movement, and then it came out during the summer, and that was during the time of all that craziness that was happening during the summer. So yeah, the 5 Bloods is definitely my top movie of 2020, and then last time we got to see Chadwick before. We found out what happened was that also
Chadwick.
the Ma Rainey came out on Friday. I don't know if y'all had a chance to watch that. That's just honorable mention since we talking about Chadwick, but that came out this past Friday.
I heard it was fire though.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna
it's
have
solid.
to check it.
Definitely worth checking out. Viola and Chadwick doing their thing.
Hey, Viola
it was a dry year for the movies, man.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, she's a fire actress.
She's a great actress.
Whole reason I was watching How to Get Away with Murder.
Yeah, Lock and
She
Key.
that show
Gaming
was
Professor
cool.
just mentioned Lock and Key. If you're talking about
great show,
the Netflix
on
joint.
Netflix, great show on Netflix.
Come out? Did that come out this year?
That came out at the beginning of the year.
Lock and Key came out this year.
Mm-hmm.
Lock and Key really did come out 2020. Lock and Key was fun.
This year got my mind all messed up.
There was so much. Like, I feel like show wise, there was a lot of stuff that came out because, like, let's be real, we even had the Tiger King saga that happened this year.
Tiger King happened this year.
Yeah, like
Tiger King took over the world, boy.
It's not in my top. Like it was definitely.
I have never watched it. I didn't plan on watching it.
Social media moment of the year because that junk was crazy.
Everybody talked about that. Carol Baskins and the Tiger King. Everybody talked about it.
All
All you heard was Carol Baskins.
Killed her husband, whacked him.
Was it off them or whacked him?
Whacked him.
Okay. Yeah, that shit.
Never seen it. Was a good show. I don't know. The second season of You came out this year too.
That was good.
That was Cobra Kai.
I like that.
Cobra Kai came out.
Cobra Kai was good.
I gotta get on it.
Let's see. You guys watch? Do you guys watch Warrior Nun?
For sure, watch Cobra Kai.
If you ain't watched Warrior Nun, that's
you said who?
Too. The Warrior Nun on Netflix that came out this year. That was good too.
And get this.
Never seen it, but remember, what was the one show that used to come on FX? I think it was called Priest.
It's actually not a documentary. It's a what's it called? Like a dramatization type reenactment, like a biopic.
It's like a biopic, I guess technically.
Yeah.
A bio series.
Unless you're talking about 13th.
13th was the documentary for that.
Ava made both of those.
Was it? Wait, no. Then they made a Didn't they make a documentary?
There is a documentary for
that show.
For that, it might be. It might be that they might have a documentary and like the actual series for it because it was a 4-episode.
Like that kind of. Feel like they came out together.
Probably did. I didn't really watch a lot of documentaries this year because I know. Remember what was the documentary that everybody was talking about with the food, with the dude, what the health.
Yeah.
I watched that and I was like, man, I gotta start watching these documentaries. fill your head up with too much stuff.
It was a food
Right,
documentary.
Yeah. It ain't gonna do nothing.
Was it like Super Size Me?
It's just
Similar.
gonna make you realize that everything is unhealthy unless you eating salad and water. Then they gonna tell you that the salad was it got hormones on the growth hormones on the vegetables, and like, man, you can't eat nothing in this life and be happy. I know one of the big documentaries that
that's why everything in this world is a guilty pleasure, man.
World itself. The Social Dilemma. I don't know if y'all watched that one, but I know a lot of people.
I watched that a little bit. Yeah, I watched. Like
I started
it
and then I fell asleep.
And then
I was fried.
I was like,
I'm not even gonna hold you. Yeah, I was just fried, and then I couldn't keep my attention on it. So,
but yeah, what else? Was the top 5.
I think that's it for the movies.
We had top 5. I know he said top 5 blerdy moments. I guess it can just be like any moment, any like nerd geek moment that's worth mentioning. I can just do mine's real quick. I don't even really got 4. Kind of tough, but
all mine is related to manga. So
DC fandom. DC fandom was one of them. That was like one of the big virtual events that we.
Yeah, that was fire.
When they finally revealed Halo Infinite, that was a online event that we hyped for. A bunch of memes came out of that. PS5 reveal, when they finally showed us the PS5, that was dope. They showed all the games, announced the God of War, told us about Spider-Man. That was a dope event. Only other thing I got outside of that is the Fortnite Travis Scott event. That's definitely my number 1 virtual event. It was just fun, man. Pure fun.
Yeah, I think that Travis Scott virtual event on Fortnite is definitely on my top 5 for sure. Cause
the upper left. You talk about C.
That was the late. That was the late.
See, he said you sound like Lawrence Tate.
Bro, I be telling my wife, like, when I used to work at Dollar Tree, everybody that came in that job used to say I look like somebody. And I know they used to say that. They used to say all kind of stuff.
Bruh. Yo, the fact that when he said that, I started listening, I'm like, damn, he actually kind of right. Bruh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. But yeah, that's solid for I guess, yeah, that's a solid blerdy moment thing. Mine, I think I will say the DC fandom. I'm gonna have to put that on there. My second one will be I got my first issue of the Ninja Turtles Last Ronin. That was another moment because that shit is fucking greatness right there, boy. I ain't gonna tell nobody what's going on, but if y'all been around and pay attention to Ninja Turtles, y'all already know who the Ronin is. But I ain't gonna say it because that's still spoiling. But man, I ain't even get the next one yet. It's supposed to be shipped. My shipping got postponed, but Last Ronin, that was another one. That was a good. That's gonna be a great series to have in the collection. I'm gonna say the ending of was it everything ended this year. I think Promised Neverland ended earlier this year. Chainsaw Man ended not too long ago. Those are some of my other moments. Another moment, without spoiling, is 2 chapters ago in My Hero Academia. That was probably one of my favorite manga chapters of the year, hands down. And then my last one is One Piece reached chapter 999, and then we get chapter 1000 January 3rd. So that's like the greatest moment ever because the series has been going on for almost 24 years now, ongoing, weekly.
Dang, that's crazy.
Wild.
That nobody can do. Crazy. So yeah. for it to be at 1,000 chapters now, that's
Yeah.
saying a lot, especially when it's being written weekly. You can't tell me that's not one of the greatest series to be ever written. Like, it's gonna go down in history as one of the greatest projects written for sure.
Yeah.
Because the story itself is, I know I talk about a lot, but it's really like you can't knock it, bro. Like, I caught up to Attack on Titan, so I may be able to. I don't like talking about Attack on Titan, man. It's all right. Attack on Titan on my list with Demon Slayer and shit. So if y'all know me, y'all know.
From what I've seen of the Attack on Titan manga, the anime is like making it like
better.
That's why people love it, so the anime so much.
It's like,
I have looked
like
at
Demon
side
Slayer,
by
bro.
side on Attack on Titan.
It's like Demon
manga.
Slayer.
Attack on Titan manga is cool, but that anime,
it ain't the anime, bro. The anime put it on another level. Like Demon Slayer,
really
bro.
is.
The anime, the manga is cool, but the anime, that motherfucker slap, boy.
Like the last season.
You see the movie?
I went through
that,
Attack on Titan.
That Demon Slayer movie was fire, bro.
Is it available
fire.
in the US right now?
No. It's supposed to be available next year in the US.
Okay,
I don't know when, but I ain't give a fuck. I found something with subtitles on that motherfucker. I was about to watch that movie.
But the set of episodes on Attack on Titan from the last season, you know, where the Beast Titan is throwing the rocks and then they gotta fight the Armor Titan.
Is that
Titan.
An invasion joint?
That joint in the manga was like so short. But boy, in the anime, that joint was so epic. Like when Captain Levi came around the side, like that joint was epic. The way they did it.
Anime made that look so fire, bro.
Yeah.
And now I think that's when I started watching the anime again. I turned on the anime just for that episode, and I was like, all right, this is the only episode I'm watching this season. As soon as it came on, I seen the motherfucking arm fly across the field. I was like, oh yeah, we in here.
That joint was good. Like, I haven't watched the new season yet, but I normally like to let the episodes stack up a little bit. That way I can just watch like an hour and a half of it.
You know, Akami, Netflix is doing a lot of anime shows into series like Cowboy Bebop and One Piece, actually. And they're getting like some pretty decent actors that I think can handle the roles in the show. And then with One Piece, I think the biggest thing that is important, I know I talk about One Piece a lot, but the one thing I can say about One Piece is that they have a black writer. He's a fan of One Piece, and he actually talks hands-on with Oda in writing the series, which no adaptation ever does with anything. Like, nobody actually talks to the actual creators. Like, Oda is one of the executive producers, I believe, so he has a big say on like what's gonna go on in the actual live action. And I can say he probably one of the best, because he doesn't let anybody mess up his show, like, or mess up his story. Like, when they make movies and stuff, if he don't approve it, you not releasing nothing. You ain't about to show a new outfit. You ain't about to show no new powers, because he will be like, nah. And then like Shonen Jump, like themselves, like they have so much respect for that man. They'd be like, all right, he said no. Y'all gotta. He been writing one of our top selling manga for 23 years. I think we gotta listen to him. No.
Facts.
So like, I think that's gonna be good looking. I'm looking forward to, like, I think Cowboy Bebop is gonna be a good one, just because of the way that they can do it, and just from watching like all the different shows. Like it's a sci-fi show I can't think of right now, but they kind of remind me of Cowboy Bebop and the things that can be done like with it. And I think moving forward, a lot of like, they know like they have a bad rep for they have a bad rep for ruining adaptions of anime and manga. So I think they kind of was like, okay, yeah, we can't, because Gaming Professor said they ruined Death Note. Like, that shit. I would say watch the Japanese live action Death Note is way better than the Americanized one.
These TV series are like the secret sauce, though, when you think about it, because like you said, movie adaptations have been for the most part trash, but the series adaptations, like series of unfortunate events. Just
Yep.
one quick example. The movie,
bro.
I was like,
Every season of that
they
was
had Jim
fire,
Carrey.
bro.
They had Jim Carrey in the movie, and I still was on the fence about the movie.
Yep.
I don't even really know how I feel about
And
it. But the series,
who played him in the new
movie?
movie? Neil Patrick Harris.
Neil Patrick Harris played him.
They did.
What's his name?
3 seasons, right? They did 3
Yeah,
seasons.
3.
Yeah,
Bruh, so good. The series was so good.
fire.
And now you see,
And I love the way the show did it. Like with the movie, they kind of crammed all of it into the movie, so you had like basically the whole Lemony Snicket story.
It was like
in the
3
movie.
books in one movie.
Yeah, but in this one, it's like literally like each season has been a different portion of the book.
I think
like,
the way they had it was like 2
and then some, because they
would be
added.
Yep.
About 2 episodes would be one book, and then they went through like all 13 books. Like, good. Like they did it.
Bro,
good.
And they did it real well.
It was fire. That series of unfortunate events was dope.
Yeah, I
actually liked the movie. Like that was one of my favorite movies of Once Upon a Time.
Count Olaf. Yep.
Count Olaf.
They did a good job.
Yeah, that's
with
in the
that
Count
series.
Olaf.
And you see the way Disney.
But Neil Patrick Harris, he killed that role. And I don't even want to, but I think he did a little better than Jim Carrey for real.
Oh no, he for sure did
like,
a better job than Jim Carrey.
Like he played that role to the T. Like,
but you got to think
every
you have
bit
so
of
much
it,
more chance to really dive into that role when you can spread it over 13
3
seasons
seasons.
A season. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to worry about wasting the 2 hours.
He wasn't worried about. Yeah, we're gonna study this character for 3 months. We about to film for 6. It is gonna be released. Like he had like a whole he had seasons to like build this character, and then he also had material to study on. Like I can kind of see like he did watch some of Jim Carrey, like how to portray like some of the some of the actions throughout it. So this is was a great Eggman. I know you guys watched Sonic. Wait, Sonic was this year.
Sonic did come out this year, didn't it?
Oh, because all the
Sonic was dope.
Changing the character.
I totally forgot Sonic came out this year.
Bro, Sonic was dope. And they changed the character and made him so much better. And I'm so happy.
That Sonic movie. Like I want that.
That's and you are right. He played a good Eggman. Was he Eggman or Robotnik in that movie? I don't even know. He played the good villain. He played the good villain.
It was good. Like I'm so glad that they went back and changed that character design. Honestly, because that character design, if it was the old character design with the same movie, it still would have been a good movie. But people would have been like, they would have been complaining about the way he looked.
Ass cheeks.
But they went back, they changed the way he looked. They made him look right, and then they brought the movie out, and the movie came out, and it was like legit, like it had good jokes, like it was a good family movie. And then they even opened the door for another one. So I'm like, man.
Yeah, because I don't want to say because Blue said he didn't even see, he missed it. So I ain't gonna say it, but
it's worth it, man.
I looked, the end was dope.
It's worth checking out, bro. For real. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, Okami, if you can, bro, make sure you check that movie out, man. You really, I think you'll enjoy it. Honestly, like it's like. It'll really be dope.
I totally forgot that movie came out 2020.
That's crazy.
Dang,
it's really been the longest year in history.
Bruh, like January feel like.
And it's crazy because it was supposed to be out in December, wasn't it?
November, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, it was November. Okay. I know it was like the end of last year, and it was like we're not gonna release it. We're gonna change.
I ain't even get to watch Detective Pikachu yet, but
I
feel like
that's a good
on the same level. You think?
I put I think Detective Pikachu was flames. Detective Pikachu better, but they are very close. They are very close.
They definitely are close.
But Detective Pikachu was that movie was dope.
That's
if anybody did see it, y'all watch Detective Pikachu because that shit was fire.
We watched that thing like 4 or 5 times in a row one day. We just kept watching it. We didn't watch nothing else but this.
Detective Pikachu was dope.
In April, I was supposed to watch Detective Pikachu.
And just the way that they like the way that the design for all the Pokemon was like it was so great seeing them in the actual like real world. Like it was, man, that shit was dope.
I think the way
it ain't no Detective Pikachu level, but
was,
it's like if I had to give them a bar, like Sonic, like about here, like it's close. Sonic was pretty good, like, but Detective Pikachu was flames. I don't care what nobody say. That shit. Every Pokemon I ever wanted to see walk around the streets, I seen in that movie.
I believe it. I definitely believe that one. But yeah, man, 2020 has been a super long year.
Yeah, ending was weaker than I thought. I ain't gonna say it was horrible, but yeah, you're right.
You think?
Man, I forgot Sonic came out this year. Shit. I'm still thinking about that.
It's been a year. 2020 has been a year.
It's been one hell of a year.
We were supposed to get. I know they. I think Game Professor mentioned it, but we were supposed to get that Black Widow movie this year.
Yep.
That got pushed.
Black Widow got pushed back.
Wonder Woman was supposed to come
out.
What else
was coming
summer.
Out this year?
It's finally coming out now. Yeah. 2020 been crazy.
Yeah, because 007 was supposed to come out in March. Because I remember I was happy and I was like, "Yeah, we get 007 next week." And then I was like, "Lockdown."
I had the notification ready to go. Like I think that like the lockdown happened, and then like 3 days into the lockdown, I got notification saying pre-orders for 007 have been canceled.
Bro, I pre-ordered my ticket, bro, on Fandango. I remember. And Fandango sent me an email. They was like, "We have sent you your return receipt." I was like, no, it can't be. No,
and then they said,
take my money.
So I was like, all right, November, I can make it to November. And then in like July, they were like, fine, we'll see you guys in 2022. I was like, oh.
I was like, you son of a motherfucking you. Ooh, you know what you was doing. Y'all know what y'all was doing. Y'all hate
next year. We can go ahead and put that in my top 5 for next year. 007.
And then it was crazy because when they was talking about 007, everybody was upset because they were talking about the black girl who was taking over. Because remember, because James was gone, so everybody was thinking like she was gonna be taking over the whole movie. But when you see the preview, you actually see kind of how it was going. So I'm really excited for it. I can't wait. I still want to see what they talk about with this Idris Elba 007 though.
HBO Max gonna be the plug for all the movies next year, as long as they got that deal going.
HBO Max plugging everybody in. Like if you ain't got HBO Max, make sure you get it because they movie coming. They put the movie in theater and they put it on HBO at the same time. Like you can't lose.
I'm watching it that day.
I'm watching them at midnight as soon as the motherfuckers drop.
I'm watching them.
I'm shutting everything down. Don't talk to me. I ain't getting no party. I'm going D&D. Phone turning off.
Shit, y'all.
On that HBO Max Friday movie night.
Man, faithfully, boy. Like, that's what we about to. If I could get the audio to work in the Discord for streaming movies and stuff, I would. But I can't get the audio to work, so we ain't gonna talk about it. But yeah, that if you ain't got HBO Max, y'all invest. Sure, if you got Xbox, you better get you some Disney Plus. you better use your little free month on that Disney Plus. If you ain't got HBO Max, I got 1 month for one person. Just inbox me whoever I see first. You got HBO Max, but yeah,
it is. That's all you need. But
yeah, so you can watch Wonder Woman. That's our gift for y'all at the end of this episode. I ain't gonna tell y'all where to reach me at, but if y'all can find out a way to reach me, then you won. That's the only challenge. That's the only challenge. But ask your friend that knows a friend.
I don't know if B was planning on coming back.
I don't know. B said he was at an event get together, so I don't know. And then he was eating on top of that, so you never know with B, but
B just modded right now.
We chilling for real.
Yeah, I know. I probably got to get ready to bust moves in a little bit, but I definitely want
2020 been 147 years long. You are exactly right. Because every time I look up, it's still 2020. and I feel like it just started.
I wanted this one.
It's
to
like
be
it
a little
moved
bit
fast
longer than usual.
because nothing was going on, but it moved slow as shit because it was nothing going on. It's like you can pay attention to every hour. I felt like I was pledging again, y'all. Like I felt like I paid attention to every 24 hours.
Everything.
Like every second, y'all. Like I don't know for all of y'all who didn't pledge, y'all might not understand, but when I was pledging, when I tell you I paid attention to every minute and every second, details. Like I don't think I wasted no period in time. I was not like I was doing something. It wasn't like I was sitting there or nothing. Like that's how I feel like 2020 was. Like y'all been paying attention, trying to do something for every minute. And when I'm sitting there, that shit moves so damn slow. So damn slow.
Never.
Hey, Blue, that's right on the nose, bro. Cross. I'm never doing that shit again. That's exactly what I said.
Facts.
2020. Here. You're lying, nigga.
Welcome back to the process.
I woke up, I was like, lock in.
It's time. It's time.
It's been a struggle, but
boy.
It's been,
man, that was
we gotta
comedy.
take the good with
my
the bad.
Side hurt now.
Take the good with the bad.
He's affirmative, positive. Yes, big brother. Yes, big brother. 2020.
Yikes! Yahtzee.
But yeah, it's been a wild year. Although it's been a wild year, it's been a great year because, like we said at the beginning, like looking back at everything, like I felt like that helped us push 3LittleBlerds further. It helped us push us as creators further. It helped us build relationships and get to know more people. Because if we would have had like our regular world, like we was already in, 9 times out of 10, like every one of us was moving 100 miles an hour. And I think that kind of helped us to slow down and readjust our focus and get ready for moving forward. And that's, even though like it was a bad year, or however you want to look at it, negativity or whatnot, that's one positive thing everybody can say that they did have. Because girl, anyway. But yeah, like looking back, like just the growth everybody went through, just I think it helped with everybody learning when to just slow down, because we take all this time and like just take it for granted. Like we move so fast and forget about everything and what's going on around us. And I think this just put us at that stop that we needed so that we can see like, oh yeah, I need some growth here. I need to do this. I can be better here. And I appreciate 2020 for that. 2020, you have been great, even though you an asshole. But yeah, you took my boy Kobe. I'll never forget 2020 for that.
When that took Kobe, that's when we knew it was going downhill.
Yeah, I'll never forget 2020 for that, bro. At the beginning of the year, though.
World War at the beginning of the year when old boy from Korea faked his own death.
Man, bruh, faked his death. Had the nuke on standby.
We had the Killer Hornet saga. Don't everybody remember the Killer Hornet saga? That only lasted like 3 days.
Killer Hornet saga was like 3 days.
And they're trying to distract us from the COVID. COVID was just too strong. COVID said, "Now I'm here to stay."
Yeah. Yeah, COVID made like a sneak preview in February, and it was like, yeah, it's only in such and such. We're keeping the boats on the ocean. Then that motherfucker hit every motherfucking country. It was everywhere.
Merry Christmas.
It was like, you get COVID, you get COVID, you get
COVID.
Like, goddamn, Oprah, sit your ass down.
I don't need it. I don't want it, Oprah.
I wasn't ready. Medic. But yeah, looking back, everything been cool. Cause I don't think we would have been as cool. I mean, me and C was already cool, but me and Will and B and like all of us, like, I mean, we would have got like as cool as we are eventually, because we just cool. Like, but I think that
because I didn't really fuck with you like that.
We had no choice but to interact with people. Fuck you. Anyway,
we just
how you disappear, come in and talk trash? Hold on, wait. I'm about to mute
But,
you.
but
done
look,
stuff
but
in
look,
his
that's me and like Kenny's relationship. Like the one thing I love about all of us is all of us have a different relationship. Like
Yeah.
and you know, me and
Yeah,
Will
because
have
if
known each other.
anybody else say that shit to be, y'all gotta send me straight hand.
Right.
I
And
promise.
same thing to me. And Will can tell you my leash outside of work is real short. Real short. And the fact that I got brothers that I can literally have a conversation about anything. Hey, I mean anything, bro. And so like, they've been talking a lot about their process, bro. 2020 took a lot from me. A lot. But it also gave me a lot too. So, I'm grateful for the process. Like I would never change anything about like how we were formed, and definitely how I've gotten to this point of growth. Because man, I've overcome a lot of things, and I did that with like the support of y'all and the support of this community. So
get out your goddamn feelings.
I'm stating facts. I'm definitely not good. I'm good. Right?
I'm done. I'm messing.
I know.
I'm done.
What a time.
I'm just trying to drop.
Well, I'm done for now. But no, like in all seriousness, you talking real shit though, bro. Real shit.
It's been a year of ups and downs, tribulations, but through it all, we seen it through, and a lot of us can correlate with that in that process.
Excuse me,
y'all. I'm done stuff on my face. Where did coming in?
I mean, we on 3 hours, so we really was wrapping up. But do you have anything you would like to add? We talked about our top 5 movies and shows and stuff.
Yeah. I dropped my was it top 5 anime? Y'all did y'all top 5 blurry moments, and all of that stuff. I mean, I think the biggest thing for me this year, and I don't even have a top 5, was starting this with y'all.
Top 5 nerdy moments, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you could.
I feel like you said
roll.
something about not having them or something.
Nah, I didn't say that, but it's okay, Kenny. You don't listen to me anyway.
Oh,
this is true. I'm gonna give you that one, but I try.
Will, I'm gonna definitely let you get yours.
My attention span is like this small because
Yeah, I get
you. Gotta give me a break today because when I'm actually coherent, I'll be with you. I'll be paying attention.
Sometimes.
But I have my ghetto mimosa
on the Brandon because I know Brandon was trying to share.
I know I'll be paying attention all the time, bro. I just act like I don't listen to you because it's funny.
I'm done with you, bro. I'm done with you. Go ahead, Brandon. You got.
Yeah. So after Kenny's thorough thrashing, I my biggest thing was just starting this with y'all. And being able to add my brother Will on this journey. I appreciate y'all for doing this with me. 3LittleBlerds has a lot of big things coming up in 2021. 2020 was a great building block, and gave us an opportunity to see what we want to do and to see how we could be an impact to our community. So for those who have supported us in the beginning, we appreciate you. We will not forget that. That will not go unnoticed, will not go unchecked. And for those of you guys who will be just seeing us in here, get ready. We're gonna be great. And now we're not gonna be great because we're being braggadocious. It's just that we see the quality work it's going to take in order to be special in this community because we are around a lot of special people, and we will rise to the occasion. And I look forward to this journey with you guys. Will, let's definitely get some of your top moments. That was my top moment, starting this and just seeing where it goes.
Bet, yeah. I mean,
good hearing from you.
Yeah.
Good hearing from you. How was the food?
Glad to have you around, bro. Glad to have you back.
Was the food good?
Yes, it was. It's all seafood.
You was eating for like an hour, so I just want to know, was it that great?
Bro,
crab, shrimp.
Well, that's how you know it was good.
That's how you know it was real. He put it himself on mute. He was over there with the bib and everything, cracking shells.
Yeah, it was appetizers. We had oyster Rockefeller. And
I want to hear about this.
Green beans and all of this stuff.
I don't even know what oyster Rockefeller is. That's what you said?
Yeah. and then we had oysters, shrimp, crab, and little seafood boil. It's that time of the year here. Plentiful with people.
Okay.
Must be nice.
Fancy. I'm broke. I can't afford crab and oyster and shit.
I did not pay for. I bought the $5 family bucket of ice cream over here. But no, you know what I'm saying. I got literally this literally goes back to what I lived at, bro. 2020 took a lot from. Also gave me a lot. It returned me to people who I held near and dear to my heart who are here in Wilmington, and like, if anybody who checked in with me between like tough space and getting back to the city has really kind of alleviated a lot of stress, and like I'm amongst people who care about me the same way I know y'all care. So like I'm good. Like I'm so good. I'm happy moving forward. But yeah, back to you, Will. Sorry.
Facts.
And shout out to this baby photo with Boma busting it wide open too.
What?
Baby from DBZ. Y'all, I know y'all didn't see that.
Baby from DBZ. I'm like, baby busting it. I heard babies and busting it open for Boma and
wide open. What the heck?
What?
Got a little crazy in
you. Yeah, I didn't know what was going on. What's that one movie when they was throwing the babies off the balcony? That's what I thought he was going. I was like, wait, hold on. This just took a mean left.
We ain't going that same direction.
He was saying Boma was busting it open for baby Vegeta.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying. Majestic, just to clear it up for you.
My top blerdy moments of the year. I don't know if I got 5, but I know I got 3 for sure. I was definitely late on the Dragon Ball, was it Super train or whatever? So I didn't experience UI Goku until this year. So that was one of my top moments because I freaked out when I experienced.
So you see the Kamehameha grind.
Yeah, I watched all of it in the month of March. Like I spent the whole month of March watching the whole like start to finish.
That's crazy because I think that's when Tournament of Power has started in March.
Yeah, so I started it in March. That's that's the reason why I started in March because somebody was like, "Yo, Tournament of Power is about to start. You need to go ahead and just catch up." And I was like, "Bet, I'm gonna start catching up now." So I started watching that. So that was one of my top moments because I'm a huge Gohan fan, but obviously seeing Goku go UI was definitely dope. Other than that,
see, I knew it was cool because I'm the same. Yeah, I like Gohan too.
Let's say my second moment, it's a sports moment, honestly, because I'm a big sports guy. But kind of seeing Patrick Mahomes do his thing last year, that was kind of special, man. Because I like Pat, so kind of what he did last year, winning the Super Bowl, and kind of what Kansas City did. I was with that. That was one of my.
Did he come back from an injury last year too?
Yeah, he got hurt. What was that? Week 16
like
or
week
something like
6.
That. Yeah, no, it was a little later in the year.
No, it was like week. No, it was like week 10,
middle of the season or something like that. But either way, that was big because Patrick Mahomes.
No, he came back. I think he came back week 6.
If you don't like Patrick Mahomes, then you got an issue with yourself. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell you. Just stop hating. Don't be a hater your whole life. Stop learning from me.
And
like I threw that in there.
Use cute. How does Colbert say it? Use cute. Use real cute.
We're about to play left, right, center. You win?
Left, right, what? Oh, Brandon about to start playing family games. Yeah, and then my number one.
They waiting for you for Monopoly.
My number one blerd moment was Watanabe Johnson. Hands down, that was the best blerd gaming any kind of moment of the year. Like
for y'all that don't know, Will that night went to Twitter in the party and said, "I'm changing my name to Watanabe Johnson."
It has been Watanabe Johnson ever since. And it will not change.
It will not change.
And the legend lives on. I damn near want to change mine to Watanabe Johnson. We just need to let that name live on.
Yeah, that's just what it is. Watanabe Johnson. To have us be sitting in a party.
The 3LittleBlerds featuring chilling. Watanabe Johnson. That's what it's gonna be from now on.
Just chilling.
You live on through us.
Nowhere, and that guy literally gave us the moment of the year, like one of the gaming like party moments of the year. So yeah, that was lit. That was
This how I knew. This how I knew it was weird. This why I thought we knew him. He came in hoeing niggas talking about Jordan boots.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, somebody know hell. He's blaming somebody for having Jordan boots. Like, yeah, this a comfortable conversation. Nah, nobody knew.
He just fit.
He just fit
into what we were doing. But yeah, that's
man,
it for me, man. I talk about all the sports moments that I had, but ain't nobody really care. Don't nobody really care about that. So we'll talk about that.
I do.
I mean,
that can be your moment, bro.
There's too many to list. So I mean, just basically.
Oh, okay.
Like, I mean, because from the NBA sports bubble and some of the basketball we saw from that, like fire. I mean, the Premier League race last year with Liverpool and the way they won it was crazy. I mean, you had Bayern Munich who won like 8 trophies last year, and like, there's a lot of cool like little sports things that happened.
Wait, they won the 8th one? I know they had 7. I know they had 8. Sheesh.
So yeah, they won 8 trophies. Or like, I mean, maybe it was like 7, but they won a lot of trophies last year. And then their coach didn't even win Coach of the Year, which is wild.
That's crazy.
Bro, he gotta be Coach of the Year by default. Like,
nah,
you got 7 trophies in 1 year.
Yeah, it's wild.
You got.
Jeez, my heart getting.
He got played. Where was Kanye when you needed him to walk on that stage and
running for president? Y'all forget he did that this year too.
Great, man. Listen,
2020 was a year.
All right, everybody. It was great talk. Like,
Kanye West running for president. I hope y'all remember that.
I remember.
Jeez.
But also, Donald Trump was the president, so. See was on the phone.
Oh, I was just over here chilling, man. Over here chilling. But, yeah, man, we definitely been going. Like I said, it's been a year.
3 hours
has been
and
a year, but hey, we gonna do what we.
How did you guys come up with Blerd? Pick it back up in 2021. We didn't come up with Blerd Gamers.
Yeah, we didn't really come up with it. It was just just a name that we kind of stuck with for our Discord, because that was what we was all about when we was doing our group me thing. We had
Blerds and Gamers.
Yep. Hanging out doing that. So yeah, we like B said, we trying to get some more graphics and stuff for the talk show to make it a little bit more neat, professional. But yeah, just wanted to do a show to kind of recap the year, talk about the big moments. And yeah, we definitely talked about it a lot.
We talked about a lot. And it was just free-flow. It was pretty free-flowing. So that was
Kenny talked a lot.
I do talk a lot. I talk a lot. Like, when I know you, I talk a lot. If I don't really fuck with you, I don't say shit. Nobody not even hear my voice.
Big facts. Kenny is sitting a whole party if he don't know somebody in there.
Fuck
until
you.
Spoken to.
Not fuck you like B, but like if I don't speak,
that's his whole mentality. And
dang, it's 8:30. We've been on for 3 hours.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah. And I gotta make a run because I'm hungry and I streamed for 3 hours before this. So I don't know about y'all, but
yeah, we can go ahead.
Bird life is a hell of a life, ain't it?
Bird life is real.
There it is. And so I appreciate everybody for coming out this evening. Thank you everybody for rocking with us here at 3LittleBlerds. Shout out to everybody who came through the chat tonight. Blue Okame all the way down. You guys make sure you plug in with us. If you get an opportunity, we will be dropping the vlog in next week. Make sure you share this with a friend. Thank you guys for rocking with 3LittleBlerds. So you got anything else? Kenny got anything else? You got anything else?
Nope. And
nope, that's it for me.
Yeah, we'll see everybody.
He put the jersey up.
3rd.
My only thing is everybody, y'all have a great holiday season, a great rest of the year. Try to go to this new year with positivity. Y'all know where to catch us. We'll be in Discord. We'll be at other people's Discords. Just catch us when you can. Pop in when we stream. We'll see y'all in somebody else's stream. Maybe Majestics, maybe Blues, maybe Blue Comments.
Maybe my stream.
Maybe the artist formerly known.
Maybe Watanabe Johnson's on that need to be your Twitch name, bro. Watanabe Johnson. But anyway,
yeah.
But yeah, everybody just go into this week leading with positivity, positive thoughts, positive affirmations for going into the new year. And that's really pretty much it. Same as every week. Like live in positivity, lead by positivity, be better than you were the day before. That's pretty much it, my way.
You just don't be Kenny.
Yeah, be better than me, because I'm shit.
Hey, y'all,
I'm toxic as fuck.
I look forward to Will and Kenny's epic coming year, because I feel like they really gonna get after each other, and I think that's gonna be something fun to watch. I can't wait for it.
It's gonna be a good year, boys.
Man, me and Will too cool. Me and him ain't gonna get on that level for real. Like, bro, we throw jabs every once in a while.
Look, when I play on Sunday, I'm not even gonna fly to Kalamazoo. I'm just you can just pick me up from the airport. We can just kick it.
I got you. I'll take you back to your crib, bro. We can make that trip for real.
We here.
And then we could go hit. We could hit. We could go hit
bro,
the plug.
That would be a hell of a week, bro. You see me and C and pull up on Kenny pull up on you.
Scamly was popping. But yeah, pull up to the city, bro. I got you. We here.
I'm with it.
I'll hold you down.
Merry Christmas to y'all, man. Happy holidays. Happy
holidays.
Good energy, good vibes to everybody.
And same to y'all in the chat as well.
Yeah, appreciate Cass coming through. Cass, man, ain't gonna give you enough time to talk. Make sure we get you a shout out.
Getting the phone call. That means it's almost my cue.
Well, once again, guys, thank you guys for us to hear 3 words. I'll be nice or else. The homie ceexdawg, the homie outlawed, and the Flash guy. Will, you see I got it right since you told me.
There it is, Flash guy, baby.
Yeah, we will see you guys in 2020.
I just say Michigan Flash guy.
Hey,
just to be petty. But y'all be great.